transfers, latest ones. Tony, na onsa bekano. Pre-season preparations are. Teams are hold on major leagues no Europe titru omo no and so Tony abobo no the Bremo Chelsea and the actually America mem saying and a team players ben on the omo ekoye for and a car crabby na teams no and so and no wie ni na no the details no ebebre boxing sense some kakra ya the Bremo athletics and so nsem kakra and so ewa Shelley and Fraser Price afi the 100-meter race I didn't kind and also obeko Tony edi diakano ebebreye na nyame aduma efiada na Inter Miami baby a Leo Messi wadura okobo no ball no obesina kan I didn't kind edi ama Inter Miami na munim se ticket no akosra ma ebi ebo 110,000 US dollars ticket ba ko bo a de ko hwe Messi akosra akwadru 110,000 US dollars Fabra Ghana scam na hwe de echo wow and $7 Tony me enkon ho na enkuti ro de brain of course kwa Mickey and so ba trans na or the local source no and so abre kwa Nyankumago or the local source no bebre na fi Awal Mohammed Africa stories na and so babo no de brain unu huda so do fi de to ha se agudie mu nsem o twen na wati Pontana de Tony
Godfather, good morning.
Good morning. Say yeah.
Nyame adom na nso e.
Nkopa adom nko ye mfumso bia.
Oh, debi. Me na mtenten wanko a.
Ntenten wa.
Na mo wings nko
na wings. Na unfa midfield.
Oh, debi wings ne beboa me. Na wo bra na wape baabi agye wa home. Timi na mo wings nko a ntenten wa na me wura fi. Me na me call no.
Okay.
Ofenfinfi before say we be two our baby.
Bonnie dey also onye ba mistakes na make.
No.
Onye mfumso bia.
Debi.
Okay. The Pentecost so for pon o twanko jina ni ma twanko ndo boname
if we sadi no na me ma mensa so
twanko ndo bio okay kuntopo e bone kese pa so nim
kese pa
ana mo feel say mo nya bone mo nya ba kuntopo e bone kese pa ba ma form fan serious
open up na omo akonya no of force ne ba se ke bi a che na ni kwa so
twanko kuntopo bone kese pa ti miki de bone afa no Namiase. Uriyanko.
Me da se ni akonya no. Ye ba be som. Ye han sam a ekoso alkofo ekros ntiema tiefo ene ayefo akwaba. Ye be hyase e de afri emikatom na me adoma weekend go yi na World Athletics Continental Tour. Eye silver medal no so e ba so. Na ye hwe ni se Shelley and Fraser Price enu aba na ofri Jamaica na ba sprinter oyade pa. Season we on America ye started this year 100 meters on Kobe because Ipra no pa oba Africa ha na nkin say obe making a debut this year e ba na letisa na so ni Ipra no enja no e mana sa ko back wantimi enter America Saturday there or you available say ne ho atimi atono obetimi atum World Athletics Continental Tour silver medal de basso Saturday no Shelley and Fraser Price Jamaica ni ababa wa ba no wi asano meters oteso no enso ebetimi atubi nyame aduma Orlando O2 Arena Anthony Joshua AJ ebeko na one Dylan White August 12 and as about no so Anthony Joshua said we akonya kese pa se ode ebero lanche ne ho na wama wiaso bia agenedi wo lose bout bi o ho na nkofo dwene ho a na omo entia senti we de akonya kese so lose sa about we a hene o ye sure say the boxing career no ensini dada mu biem enti August 12 obeko na one Dylan White ntokwa no kombia so akonya kase a awoso di nkunim emewia so bia enso aginu edi yenko US of A Leo Messi Argentina captain former player ma Barca former player ma PSG onim say Sunday no na mo enveli no nyame adoma ye hwenu say Friday there na wa make ne debut Eddie ama Inter Miami na match omo ebo no omo any Mexico conference am Cruz Azul ana ebo na Leo enti ticket no kwa na air cost every single day na ticket price no air cost say ticket ni bi bo and am 110,000 US dollars e convert Eddie eba Ghana musika ni man over 120,000 Ghana cedi titisika no ebro 1.2 something billion. And no aye for a single ticket so cost stadium boy. Our Leo Messi for 90 minutes ebin pa. Messi debi no ontimi embo 90 minutes ebin pa no about first 45 minutes of the game. Ebin so no free bench aba. Okwe Messi kekan sika utua. Menya sure sa gan how we be cost stadium. Now let me say a year 700% increment.
Okay.
Previously. Number give. Leo Messi won some Mikel Arteta Arsenal manager make us say Arsenal so USR omo prepare omo ho na Mikel Arteta bo Messi about say afedie ono edu US akwakobo ne ball yentin say ma Mikel Arteta Arsenal manager or the atujo.
He's done incredibly well, and now we have to think what is best to do. But we want to see him, we want to experience him in the next few games. He played last game against Nuremberg, and he will do again in the next few games, and they will make the best decision. I think the attention that he's going to do, I think the level, the attraction, I think it's incredible for the league to bring a player with such a status here, and it tells you the ambition of the league, where they want to take it, and the direction that this is taken. I think is extremely positive for the league. Because, obviously, he's done incredibly well.
Why Mikel Arteta and somebody to ja efa Messi ho. Sir Messi baba MLS no another opportunity to league no ebe kwastro. Messi or a big boy eba no football waje World Cup nti baba MLS no ebetimi aboa amanema timi akoya. Arsenal suguswa omo eya ho sesie awo US amanimu. Na woni msakela ni Mbappe enra ena resume training with the PSG football club no. Na the future na still yegusi ehwe ena Mbappe okọ for gym na first person share no na Neymar da Silva Junior Mbappe or ha game I'm Neymar da Silva Junior ne din komo kakra ena okọ ne bike no so tena so gym work no ono so etimi eboaye e ma team the first day ono ekọ training no bibia so etimi course team Mbappe guso a PSG in the future no yenya hu ye say obeko ananse obetana still eguso a ye hwe empanifo omo enso animu ewo no mo Bayern Munich Sadio Mane eboa omo di ato no say Saudi Arabia clubs na Sadio Mane no omo metua 17 million pounds 17 million pounds no ani sika Bayern Munich for edi ato Sadio Mane tiri so sa club bia pa omo enso emetua na Mane na aka sika obetua dia Mane personally no ya tisi say year aya kwa 27 million pounds no eye bonuses bia ehim Saudi Arabia for ne de omo ene Mane Sadio eba no personal terms dia omo aka wie nemo yenya hu the actual club Sadio Mane quality Bayern Munich I opinion omo doors at the 70 million pounds abetudwa as the price tag nti club bebe animu no na omo the south offer no enso ato nanim ene na Bayern Munich ebo omo first pre-season game na omo ene FC retouch and ebo when the Bavarians coach Thomas Tuchel am sisi a oye nti ene na Bayern Munich ebo omo first official game eno eye pre-season na kofa kansi a eno enso edikan coach Thomas Tuchel said this year there on console for us last year obeso mu midway through this year the ono and form a odo omo eye condition work and kakran next year there obi a ebeji team no enso edi papa see Ronaldo enra Al Nassr and Celta Vigo about friendly game our Portugal minimum eho and Al Nassr prepare na enra match e course no see Ronaldo about the first 45 minutes of the game enti and Ronaldo efrimu na ofrimu no second half no and a goal senum ni nyina no ebe toto net na Ronaldo free mapẹ wakwatena bench o and wakwatena VIP on ne mame and the parents into zero o free game ni mapẹ and also kwatena VIP ho henra so Marcelo Brozovic so make the debut at the my club to Ronaldo ne mame and ebe ho no man eno after the game a bomb nkwa na zero ni interview grant you know and also the mind na game no cost Ronaldo say chance bia na e so glaring na e header peja ball to Ronaldo ti super ono oni goalkeeper no nkwa Ronaldo enemy ni de nka ban na kwa the ball na to net da kwa ni su na nso we the head ball no ball enya target mpo no enso 18 efanchin after the game the Ronaldo kan bia no na eyoja one Cristiano Ronaldo saying Saudi Arabia League no better HN MLS Saudi League no or the MLS no to 2-1 enye ye Saudi League no I want nim P HN MLS no na or say or 100% sure on returning to Europe or done and dusted about European footballer or summer beam and mebo and for any of the European class. When you do Saudi idiot, well, do fear Edwasa and watching 38. Now, saying European football, you're losing the bites. Only Premier League, no, that's a Jan and also. Other leagues, no, say Serie A, La Liga, Dutch Liga, Bundesliga, League bien what, say a Jan and also, and so epium. Also, I know see Ronaldo before said, all joining Juventus, no, not Italian league, you know, and also a dead. On Ronaldo coil, na attention a dinner chino, and then my Italian league, no, I'm also at me a form to my pan, and so Efra before the arrival, no, Nasri Ano. And so I dead na baby no Ronaldo be ko biano na enkofo atu adi edinechi na osia man afe ba ko pe in 1 year Saudi Arabia league eba be better actually most of the European leagues eba better actually the Dutch league eba better actually the Turkish league na ose Ruben Neves any Jota ko for say onu Ronaldo onyini eno di sikachi e ko Saudi Arabia na obisa Ruben Neves mun swear how many years enomadi omonso ayen kokora 40 said you no aba kokora na o se da bi ono Ronaldo to take a bold decision so of course Saudi Arabia na onim so okwa ebetwe dom e de o ma bampani ampa ono ko Saudi league no yenhwe ne yentrase analyze players how do ono Ronaldo what twe o ma because of on Saudi league no obia enso eba na ensempio no so ede to jone mu bi ananya bo no tofan ye de ama atiefo ene ahwefo yenko Inter Milan aso ye wan go adrado ene ana ye hwe nim say the medical suite in the new club Inter Milan no ebetim abaso Inter Milan fans na especially omo ultras no na omo ebuofu pa said the last league game across between the two Inter Milan and Juve Satana wan go adrado ebo e de ema Juve ono oye cheat or dive my refugee penalty etia Inter Milan Sadio ye nti no amafa ne bone enche ne da ama Inter Milan pani ba ko pie ne fans ne bekasa se omunya ntobu ase na omo sane wan gwadwado nwie omo bia konya no se gwadwado ene supporters no emehia na omo entrash out issues nti we de ultras no makoma enso etimi atomo ye ma ene na the contract of 1 year no ono nso be medical so wia na watimi assign no come Roma Jose Guswa or exploit akonya obetimi other players abeka ne team no ho e wo Serie A ama AS Roma yate se Ronaldo Sanchez onaka se ne krom ni a oye PSG player no say boy no fa golden boy award no e free ho on fan ntuma penfre biem na say de Roma Jose ni abra ono enso enya Ronaldo Sanchez ono enso epe Inter Milan ni abre omo e de open bid first bid echo for Morata. Now we plan A no na Lukaku. Yes, but Lukaku omo ehun ye entom de bufo atwa Saudi ni mu. Enti Lukaku oye off Inter Milan deal no entim emma so. Enti Inter prepare a new bid. They said 50 million euros plus 5 million euros add-ons and Atletico Madrid of sa etim aka bid Inter Milan for enso ediko yentrouse Spain yenko Barca so ye enwa Hena Ike Gundogan Barca fan free and free Man City no omo unveiling no na Ike Gundogan say Javi e kan be pan man join Barca on Javi din komo first day na no say oba Barca ebetimi aboa yenche nsema Ike Gundogan ono a new Barca player or the atuja efa Javi
for Xavi for the coach the manager because the first moment we talked to each other I felt like it just feels right. It feels right to come here. It feels right to be a part of this incredible club. Well, first of all, he made his ideas of the way he wants to play very clear. It's very similar to what we have played the last few years at Man City, because it's a similar school, you know. Guardiola, Xavi, the way they played the last season. So that was very clear, to be honest, from the first moment. But the way he approached the talks with me, The honesty.
Where a K gone to gun. I said the we are Javi Basa coach approaching no far phone in the dinkumo. Na baby and command can come say the Dutch and our Basa. Now suddenly no or her boss matches into as usual player be a making mover. Rebecca said not any dream and penny and power or sending the dream. So one day Obesha Basa or more NC AJC. Every son answer it's been a while. I check a cry, said Basa edge champions to go there. Nancy just the last season. On the city at the UEFA Champions League, Obetimi show be abo so or the Barca FA UCL na and also Champions League no easy and better in that form. Now so what you be the idea obet try now or the Barca for and so ajibi yenti Ike Gundogan.
Because it's a completely different competition, you know. It's something magic. It's something you can't always really describe, you know. And to win it is so difficult. I speak really from experience because for several years at Man City we were always supposed to be the favorite to win it, you know, and 4, 5, 6, 7 years we were not able to do it because it's so tough. Little margins, you know, can decide the outcome of a game very quickly. So now after having won it, I kind of not know, but can anticipate what is very important to get to the final and win it. But still, there are so many things that are out of your control. And again,
we going to Ghana no a Barca new player. Hena a shop was about trying out for Moody, so bet me and Barca, and so at UEFA Champions said the last year on Man City 4, and so 18 a year. Now them say earlier Romeo, a new Barca player, my fan back. Oye Barca training when you're in Titie and O'Connor Namia, or Sanso adjoining Barca, Javi say Romeo did, or a good addition, obey the surprise package, while Barca fans in a bedroom in some 31 years, confessing in the ball or their Benavi year. Then so Javi so born Mujidi passer, a befa, and until I find a free Girona. Romeo ebe bo Eddie Amabasa beam or my football club no. Now, what do we say? Ada Goulet. Madra Kola and every single day in your beer, obedi boy no hon adansian, Nuri Sahin, or a former Dortmund and Madrid player, na a print Mado Cotton one shade and so far so beer, Wakan some other Gule hon, and also other Gule pa. No, I'm very sure, sir, obey all Turkish. Obey Obria proud because ball acquire ball take a commode or the south form no coast Spain Madrid anywhere so be and so ebe fanela and then and I look at moderation so I returning to training and also any extra days off because after league season you know about Nations League any hero qualifies and man Croatia and 38-year-old no and then and also I returning to Madrid and so a training session Arsenal for I want away jersey now away jersey na year and Arsenal for treasure 2 man a lemon green and a black Accra and so and then more and no ana ye show video kakra and so at the year ya echo be as way and away strippers for and so at the Aba market so no and a Leliken or your Tottenham Hotspur former player say or your backroom staff one of coaches no and also no or Spurs Senkobenya and Harry Kane Nico Assembly for Tono a cup band and any other club Harry Kane etna a bebo Spurs pa Yentie Leliken former captain and my Tottenham Hotspur.
Want to keep your best players, of course. You know Harry's an unbelievable player, and you know what goes on from here is obviously up to him in the club. But him being here, you know, being as professional as possible, working as hard as possible, is what we're used to. It's what that's Harry in a nutshell. So you know, I know he's enjoying the training. He's enjoying performing under Ange at the moment, and the rest, you know, we leave between him and the club to sort.
Now, lastly,
we Lelikin, former captain Emma Tottenham Hotspur say oh yeah one of former backroom staff, former coaches in Mubako, and as Harry Kane etna ebetimi Abwa Spurs a football club no. Alison Becker or joining teammates US Liverpool training session and also so extra days of no and Andy Robertson Liverpool left back no Obo Alisson Abaso says season way no Liverpool team no omo anya de so every season you can best performance na omo non performance e was ra na say Alisson Becker eka ho and the season when so de omo heard him say obetim aboa e ba Liverpool team na and so etim akoye efiri enne ochina kosi Thursday there na Andre Onana goalkeeper United for afọ no onya ne visa secure the paperwork sa obeda go Eddie Ama United to amashed the medical say Onana ebetimi afra latest by Thursday there na Andre Onana Abe United goalkeeper no contract no watimi assign na about 5-year deal and a goalkeeper ono enso eba be sign Chelsea team no enya kwa do US na kwa US team na mo de kwa ye no 29 players and kwa na 29 no only 6 midfielders 6 nimpo emu 2 pe and ye midfielders na last season omo integral enti Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher kwa any 2 senior players about the midfielder Chelsea kwaya omo ewum dia kanin na no enkwada nti Mauricio Pochettino Chelsea team na akwakodo US no omo nso edomo plan se dia betudwa se preseason omo so kwakoyo omo hwe se this year de eniema ebefa edi ama Chelsea omo enso football club no Aubameyang personal terms no and Olympic Marseille enso anya wie ye hwe nso Aubameyang ebeka clubs ni mienu Olympic Marseille and afi Chelsea so omo enso ebetimi akasikasem ema oba etimi akobo all French league no edi ama Olympic Marseille Riyad Mahrez Algeria ni no another bid from Al Ahly bow when I first bid na 18 plus 5 8 million pounds plus of 5 million add-ons no any sika Ali yate said omo edebefa Riyad Mahrez na City says can eswa enti omo pe 30 million pounds omo na 30 million pounds dia omo be jai ama Mahrez nso akọ Saudi league no akobo edi ama Ali Benjamin Mendy pese or relaunching a career after about 3 years and rape cases alleged allegations and then maybe at total no so finally Friday in the court ejana said or you free person on fan hunkodi was person or relaunching the career and the ball no or be said sanso sin dan mu bi enti yate say MLS US league no class B air no and after Saudi Arabia clubs ni bin so aye willing say omo ebe fan because ni wages no ayana enye zinti Saudi clubs no de omo ni enso abrepa award na we su na ejina na yede nkofo kroso nsem no esi eno anso wa aboabo Salif Ibrahim Di Maria
wow
esi form
oba Bobby
no for man of the match
okay
the performance no na
Di Maria
Salif Ibrahim ono eboy e de emaguru nchi sala
okay
omo share 3 na Di Maria baller obo ho no omo che ya diga wa shomo 3-0
okay
ono na fa man of the match na the 4 p.m.
Sisala.
Yeah omo kabum
omo ne hifo the
na
boy
Sisala omo na ya diga wa
eno so your tribe
yeah eno so your tribe bi
sa
yeah
okay
nti Gurushi for no share 3 Di Maria na lady
okay
no
oh really pa egu
Di Maria ni
I see asa
eno ball abo
okono
na ene match na die Asante ne frafra tournaments ni na no mom kita players no are 2 tribes
okay Asante ne frafra
ai omo bi nso na e ball na 4 p.m.
oh okay
some match we dey ommesable o me say nyi
I was think about Asante for ne frafra
ai tournaments ni na no
what a game
quality players na yo mo mom bi nso qualify
I see
but stars omo dey banenti no I no be a person wa be hwe omo
I see
4 p.m.
na frafra first division ni premier no omo wo
and players ni bi wo
and there is omo na me titi din no
okay
omo me frafra for omo premier wow nice me feel you omo time o ta share omo ma no
man
frafra for ma
masem de say
me ka say masem me say so hu bi say we frafra hu bi da on
o me hu bi
hi
am fe do modem
omo te say angels no omo te say angels ba say masem da say wo na ba ho
there any headlines oh my details
kwa me masem
Fafa for ho fe pa
o fe
yeah
okay
madam for bakoko no multi credit we jai ho fe pa
okay
Fafa for nice
all right
kokoa nice pretty
yeah
yes and me daguma for
kwa me masem no okay odi inyao ni
madie omini ho anke ni ho
enti upa boni ben na otuya
man ni wiase anke
I know
ma
me pese me chese
man ni wiase anke ni ho
so that is in 37 na me
pese me chese
oh ya de
ma ye sweet na ma mu nye sweet
oh ya mine
ma mu nye sweet ye sweet
yeah
in what aspect
bibia bu
like
me na mbusa questions
Bibiu.
Yo na buja questions.
When the mama one. What's it bibiu? But I was mama one. To say that.
I'm comfort here.
Ah?
I'm a comfort.
Did a mommy sweet?
Yeah.
Oh, comfort, did you be sweet?
Yeah.
And be part of what tree.
We are free.
The only general.
Do I own your blanket?
I didn't know mommy sweet, you know.
Yes.
To be my dear, so Gio Basso, no Chisi Cademo Bar.
All right.
Former chairman of Kotoko, or Rabbit Mensa,
dear.
was a Bema own show barno.
Secretary,
7 periods away a Bema we.
Yeah.
To be my dear, also show bar.
You know, Jaima no musuno.
What's that?
And
Those times, you know.
I said those are some day.
Those times, and this time. This time they said,
yes, we are now the Moko Salon, the Mokoha, boutique, the HSA. I be on bags and go.
The only general.
And don't you know where rough and I come to board?
The only general.
Bonnie Bear Pan, our person chong through.
Bibia Bear Fine. Bibia is some of some macatro.
Bonnie Bear.
Cocoza.
Cocoza. Obabu, I want you down in Konamo.
Yes, but what's the matter?
What I could share some man, we are careful.
Oh, easy cry. One to come, Mamma, as will be a funny way.
If you are told her.
Oh, yeah.
Osako Fai.
Oh, yeah. Nikofano. I can't remember. But be a to me that. Yeah. She am now must separate.
Normal schools are reunion. Who's one here was Uncle Fai. Argentina, a month for now. I'm guess. No mistake.
It's true, I don't know. I'll make a good point.
But your ex, because me found number man, me name's a man, dear.
Me ex,
yeah,
or pay me number,
yeah. Yeah, me name that dear.
But why you fed?
No, yes, no chicaloli, it will take dancing.
Do know, and this is touching.
I know, cannot,
no, cannot.
Macusiano, 41.
Who go to have 12
for 2 was me for me.
Yeah, you see a real maca, Famana, not for
program, no? Yes, was me for another bush once.
Oh, eh,
yeah.
Who catches the bush about
man?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Jesus. What do you mean? I said no.
Jesus Christ will come inside here. Yeah, and they make us awesome. But why you fair?
Too much.
Wow. In the Namias, who's there? Now, or progress here.
You are the Maca.
You are the Duke, boy. But 70%.
What the
Faith Convention 2023 no Faith Convention 2023 41 for general mo hadwene katrom so mo hadwene Faith Convention 2023 House of Faith Ministry I was swame runabout and a jumedie no House of Faith Ministry and a year Faith Convention no ebaso afibia yeshia e bompaye afibia no yeshia etu ehun hyenya mensa e me ye hyenkom e de fire ho afidie ne duru Faith Convention 2023 no edu so 23rd July to 30th of July 23rd July Sunday ni e dia bana wie 30th of July asofo a wo mo ebenie Dr. Michael Boadi Nyameche, Reverend Dr. John Gatti, Reverend Alfred Nyamiche, Reverend Dr. Douglas Frimpong, Apostle Dr. Emmanuel Osekwa Benadonko, Prophet Akwesi Ajimai Prempe, Reverend John Olu, Reverend Yaw Owusu Echan, Reverend Joseph Jima Asante, Reverend Apostle Dr. Samuel Otu, Reverend Charles Okra, Reverend Martin Ampofo, Reverend Stephen Ajin, and Archbishop Dr. Prince Kudulu. Woman in a badjumedi no ase. We eye asofo a ba prophecy a yo ho duoma weda ono so ho we eye asofo a wo mo enti nyame asem na se enunti and also ko Faith Convention 2023 anopa yesia 8:30 a.m. obetima ko bompaye ansa na wasi kwanso akwa adwuma enumera wapon a wo kofie no soso 5:30 p.m. na dwumadie no wakwase bia ko bompaye ni ahonkom na watu wahenya mensa eno ekoso House of Faith Ministry aye ben asanteman SHS swami runabout wa enutibra 23rd year na dwumadie no enso hyase free transportation after each evening service enumera sorry bia ba na wie ya ba ma car untie sika bia na odi kofie umpewe na wopede baade se Franco Media Institute eye bia ya wosa woko se Franco Media Institute obia peso ye radio juma edie anasa television juma eye se Franco Media Institute ena woko sanim die no onsabetimi aka teachers papa anasa lecturers papa ena chadie ewo your hostel facility enso hom bia bia practicals so de enyo problem obia peso sua radio ejuma se sports presentation commentary news gathering casting music DJing program hosting marketing event and promotion emane no problem yen ene betimi aboa anaso bia peso ye television ejuma camera handling anase video editing MCR directing anase post production se Franco Media Institute Bantama Main Street no ena yewo ye number nie 0557 853 853 0557 853 853 obetimi afreyen wo number we so AA Sadiq Herbal Center and the Flazon 600 a drono e de bedwa so na sa Flazon 600 a drono ya nom de boy ho ban every stroke yare no ho obi a stroke ayo obeso bo ho ban every aye stroke yare no ho so a obetimi anom nom abra wanya stroke abra bo ho ban every stroke yare no obetimi anom Flazon 600 a droni bim ye the elephant herbal mixture e de bedwa so wonom elephant herbal mixture internal cocoa, external cocoa, ebetu asiem, ede amount. Any this Sadiq herbal powder abejaso, internal cocoa, external cocoa, na wasabi de good timu, na wasabi ede good cocoa, ebetu asie ede amount. Ya the elephant ointment abejaso, waposo, ene ya, ukoto dwe ene ya, anaso hunam baby ene tutua, ye elephant ointment, AA Sadiq Herbal Center, ene disendroi, ede abejaso. Any drugstore, pharmacy shop bi abekobiano, obenye biatom. Anaso betima frame on number way so 0244 750 510 0244 750 510. MTN everywhere you go. Asantema yasanso bebium. MTN say Shenesum sa Santa First Jumedie na ekoso you do money zone semi-finals and then finals and inti ejoso kwadaso dichemso anasa santase Asante First Jumedie no empebeso adunie money zone you do ho semi-finals no anasa finals no ejoso kwadaso dichemso anasa santase de yanso bekom otumfo Astrotef Park in so our ditchem so 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. na dwumadie no ekoso de nende MTN everywhere you go one more account be and omo boma dwumadie no Asante First dwumadie no ekoso de nende enso ho enunti ana MTN si dwumadie no empempeso edunie yeguso echew data no yeguso a de chew star 141 hash star 141 hash and in short code I was so dial star 141 hash na te say data no instead of Sebian Cabeton 10 Ghana cedis no and na Asante First eba so intro obetuma to sa data no 4 Ghana cedis umpewe na peden and nunti Asante First edu money zone semi-finals and the finals ejosum kwadaso dichem so ne santase otumfo Astrotef Park and so our ditchem so 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. and a dwumadie no and also ekoso den ewo ho kanisa herbal mixture wonnom kanisa herbal mixture ayedura eboa wiye papa na edura wenya STD we bema wenya any STD bia nom aye kanisa herbal mixture no ebetu ase e de amao STD bia wenya bia gonorrhea syphilis bema anu bema na obema no kikaw ensam bia gu ho anaso ba discharge oba wenya white nom aye kanisa herbal mixture ensorosoro eye STD no ebetu ase ene de ama wo obi apesa blood circulate ye ewo nipadua no mu eye kanisa herbal mixture obi ampamo gudie mu onya de eye kanisa herbal mixture obi prostate no eye kese eye kanisa herbal mixture ene wosawonom any drugstore chemical shop bi abekobia no obenya bia top dudu etu a techiman ene wo kanisa herbal shop ewo techiman your number is 0247 887436 0247 887436 oba dum asida house oba asida house a second floor oba oso pekanisa heba mixture bi STD die enya dia wotra na ehawa ensunsu so bonipa ena baba ni pedenti e so pekanisa heba mixture ni bi na wonum netu asem ede emao indomie beef edepa indomie beef a tasty great indomie beef intentem so no a prepare awie enunti aduane a wo pedi na intentem so be prepare wie de intentem so de enu so be pe indomie beef akola ni ko school fa indomie beef prepare bi fama no no function ngu ni lunch box no fanko school ubano or university man indomie beef na onfanko indomie beef de indomie beef anwodin kwa enso enewom edema indomie de edepa enunti enenem make am for them so nya bi dia ebetimi aboa wiye papa enso ewo ho Suzy Herbal Center Limited woman am this CB men capsules abejaso na sa CB men capsules no eye bema wadro bema pesa ojonso ye ojonso no problem wom se emporobeti se jonso de obekwa koso okojonso na abakitu ebi obu ote se jonso de no okojonso a emma obu so jonso ne mo pa mienu obu so ote se jonso de no okojonso na moja ewom ojonso na ne bema mu eye ne ya ojonso na ya se ye ne ya aye CB men capsules and was on num CB men capsules rebe sa problem yi esubetwa ede amount ye the CB women capsules abedwasum na sa CB women capsules no obabesia wo ye sex a wonte de ayaw na wote aya na wase wakikaw wo discharge aye CB women capsules and anu mabeboa wo ama sa problem no esu etwa ede amount any drugstore chemical shop bi abekobia no obenye bi atom enche na FIFA Women's World Cup no eba be hyase FIFA Women's World Cup no eba be hyase wo Australia enunti African countries and 9 and akopiemo ebi ho South Africa wo Super Falcons ewo ho Samsung and Zambia enso ho na Morocco wo munyina no ho bi a wo mko take part ewo FIFA Women's World Cup ne bi na be FIFA Women's World Cup ne bi any pre-season sa wo do a teams no wo mo prepare towards the new season eba baso Jisa wo Showmax Pro app ni bi awo phone so wo Showmax Pro app ni bi wo phone so a abra wo to office abra wo tike mu abra wo nam kwansu kofie obetime enjoy FIFA Women's World Cup no I enjoy series I would do I enjoy movies I enjoy class channels I would do also just for 75 Ghana cedis per enunti phone ya Android a uko aye Play Store no abo Showmax Pro asho na wa download it and na so phone ya iPhone a uko aye App Store na abo Showmax Pro asho na wa download it na dia to phone so boso me bia just 75 Ghana cedis per and na wo betua police in a draw a dropa and no near friend boost herbal mixture now no police in a draw a boost immune system no yakas immune system no woman quest a soldier for mutiemu and nunti say yari bi e baba boa sa soldier for no omna fight yari no edema so immune system no ho dia yari ne ba wobe fight no so immune system na wodi nimu a oba pe yare ne ba pe na enam so immune system no amya soldier for no mni ahodi ntino na yare no abo ade ato enu nti na wo so num adura e bo boost immune system no na immune system no ahodi abem enu ni boost police ni no adro num police ne adro na immune system no ahodi mbrem ebem wi a corrections awodo bia be ye firo de ma unya gonorrhea unya syphilis pressure ulcer stroke sisiyare anasa malaria liver problem kidney problem no ni nyina be ko enso ede amount Gentleman Dental Clinic ko Gentleman Dental Clinic na yemboa esin wo djuma ene yem woni mo nyam na woto no udu baabi na wo kasa wo se ena di kan eda adi emiu se de wo se esitie wo ba na ni kodi nkomo no bema na ni kodi nkomo no wahwe ne se oba na wo se ne pen wahwe ne se wo se ni nkoyi a nyade a obetwede amam enu nti titi de e wo se koyi enu nti na wo so ko gentleman dental clinic nyema na hihye wo simo no concrete na hihye wo simo no ye be yiye frimu e de amam wo se na aye yellow no wo se na aye brown no ye be no white e de amam okwa ware anaso ko engagement konye clean teeth no emfama na se no enye fefefe apart from no obeso ye scaling obeso ye polishing ye na ba ya so ya ye be ye de ma u teeth no achiachia ye be show braces ema teeth no atenetene e de ama wonya wei e wo baabia ye wo machines a ye di ye adwuma gentleman dental clinic our report junction your number is 0598 731 0598 731-823 Abreport Junction ufiri yeso a na uko traffic light na se Accra yo Nungwa C5 Techiman yo magazine market ope uduruwa ubehu gentleman dental clinic and so ewo home ni what scientific clinic and diagnostic services Dr. Nimo obi achi Dr. Nimo atum so yo obi a sebe mpredo ya se wonum bon Dr. Nimo ebema so atwa e de amawo opa awo Nimo and also Korean chira kwan awo no on sabetimi akabi obi a wo womb problem fakohwe Dr. Nimo na omboa wo bema ni nya adwuma ye ekura toto ho enam so ma untimi nyemoba enam STD a wo do aye untino ama bema no entimi nyemoba the answer obehwe Dr. Nimo of Newart Scientific Clinic opa menfa Dr. Nimo asoye intentem won sabeti maka wo no friend no number we so 0244 087 687 0244 087 687 atonsu Monaco Junction wane adansu rabak edihwe nimu en crime wo circle inside Fotorama wane eye NS chemist edihwe nimu a oben golf filling station no apart from no obi a wo fibroid obi a penis no aye ketekete o liver problem o kidney problem the yansaba Korean ni what scientific clinic and diagnostic services na ye tu sana monum e de amao akwantuo de ye mentra ma connection man binju sikandi e bredu so tu kwan onua na wa manone no wose obi no mboa na tu kwan na bran nchen say United Kingdom and a person ko anaso person ko America anaso person ko Canada e mane your problem we enya connection man sem ye beje visa ma wawie ansa na usikan watua e de amaye ukọ first aid travel and tour ofre yen obi ka cho se piesika first ansa na de visa na mo a enye first aid say wo de bra ye beje visa ye beje o visa no ama uwia no watua visa fee no kra no wana do card ebeba na de tua visa fee ye ngi sika ni mfe o card no wana beba no tua visa fee no visa ni bewia na fo tua sika no e de amaye enunti sa kwentuo na apa United Kingdom America na pesa oko ana so pesa oko Canada oko United Kingdom holidays oko Canada so ko ye degree oko school ana so ko bo masters oko bo PhD ye na betimi de wako apart from an open 10 years Canada visa a first age travel and tour your number ni 0244 75 2195 0244 75 2195 and that's 0244 22 1939 0244 22 1939 first aid travel and tour yemran ene say yen ye give visa ma wie ansan we tue sika no e de amaye Divine Hope Herbal Center e de otwe eba powder na de bedwaso otwe eba powder na powder ne dwumadie pa edi ne yesisiare namum wonnom na sisiare ne kovia ada yare na etetare ho no eye bonus e de ma obi a empononya STD owo gonorrhea owo syphilis o menses ne mbaye owo koko yare owo pressure anaso libido of form owo stroke owo ulcer eye Divine Hope Herbal Center ne dura ye fe no otwea herbal powder e jane shuwa beba obi agiatum a wonum bi 0591 565557 0591 565557 any drugstore chemical shop bi abeko bia no obetime hu yen enso ho Consolidated Bank of Ghana enu ni CBG na CBG say we be a business foforo afei no washase we SME business owner we be a shop ne foforo we be a school ne foforo hospital no be ne foforo club no be ne foforo association no be ne foforo wo hia sika de owurem e wo se dwuma ne timi nyini unye dwuma ne benyini a e wo so timi de ho to bank so bank nye bank bia na de ho to om so a wo mo boa mo dwuma ne nyini enu tere so ko Consolidated Bank of Ghana na de ho to om so wo mo boa mo dwuma no etima kese e de ama enu tie kuta 114 branches oko CBG bank bia so maba me bebie eye CBG business plus account ne bi ye be ma loan yabema card local and international card yabema nyema wodo internet banking obetima ye ni nyina bi na aboama sikasem etima koso ede amao levels natural capsules capsules a bema num a omo ba ko ne levels omo ba no nanije menko tenase emo ba no ene oba nkohyiemu enkosorosoro ba no mo ba na ninje abra wonum levels natural capsules natural and ntunum a no side effect oko drugstore chemical shop bia obetimi enya bia to kopebito nanom na no side effect we dey na wo ba be ye no engagement no asori hye no naming ceremony na wo ba be ye no nyama be event na be ye no nyama be na de kwase canopies ben na wo de ko chairs ben na de kwase tables ben na wo de ko ananse toilet booths ben event bia we bia no Kessben rentals obi oba event a enye aduane o niema na asisi wo no eno no hu ose we di adwumedi na mekọ an event na mekọ no ode niema papa ne yeye opesa niema papa ne bi ede ye wo event a Kessben rentals ena wo so ko ye wo oduomre cross line so ye wo bantama ye ben konfanochi polyclinic nche ho ye number 0505835191 0505835191 Frey na book appointment ya baba be show location ni a chiro nyema o yusu ho a ebetimi aboa 0505835191 Kessben rentals de nyema papa nko a ena ye de be rento Zahara mixture Zahara G capsules bema edro oba edro bema timinom bema utiminum wababesia timinum ni nyina ne se wenya any STDB ekrobia toto bema no wenya ulcer anaso discharge the nyina so be characteristic ventures ne drefe Zahara mixture Zahara G capsules no na manumbi we bema obeso boy juma Zahara mixture Zahara man capsules and wasonum any drugstore chemical shop bi abekobiano obenye bi atom Franco Trading Enterprise eton nyama papa nyama bi apebia to bi papa bi de Franco Trading akwa obenye bi Nokia phone and apebia atom Samsung phone na iPhone na smart television tabletop fridge Franco air condition CCTV camera and apebia to Franco Trading Enterprise and akwa sanyema papa we nyina no wonsa ebetimi akabi Totina 74 and only T74 obi a wo cancer wo chest problem wo kidney problem liver problem heart problem lungs problem eye problem obi a pressure no so o sugar level so o prostate na kese or any chronic disease a club na to home and na say o syphilis gonorrhea bomade copper T74 nanom onum T74 sa problem no esubetwa ede amount Footech Ghana wamena na ma chips no abedwaso wamena corneli cornaba wamena snappy snack no ena flakes no ye de abedwaso unya chilled drink bi unya wo cocoa bi wo ice cream bi o gari sokisi bi a na wapena ma chips ni bi anaso no pe corneli corn bi snappy snack no na wo de aboso ebema no aye dedede enso ede amount digital age travel and tour akwantu some the digital age enso beboa na digital age say obi a pe passport obi a pe birth certificate anase domestic anase international airline ticket and a person twabi anaso obi a obeso tu kwan ko holidays say business trip and na okọ conference bi and na pese okọ wo nurse ni and na say teacher ni obeso relocating ekọ United Kingdom America na say Canada a digital age travel and tour ya wo aye Bantama Main Street no ya ne NHS building no and the team hwe ni mu ya number 0257 567171 0257 567171 Dr. Muzu Herbal Clinic only the pennies doctor Muzu se bema otiase na onyanwu ya obema na ni se ewu otiase na bema no ewu a eye bibinti o ena ma bema no nya adwuma sa bibinti no ena Dr. Muzu obeye free ho ede ama na bema no etimi aye adwuma ede ama obi a bema ho bantem onu obehie mu koranwa na ntimi nkobiom obi a bema ne bema no ntimi sori biom obi a we bema o prostate disorder o low sperm count ni nyina so be Dr. Muzu Herbal Clinic and so typhoid fever stomach ulcer coconut arthritis sciatica Amuzu Herbal Clinic and now kwa obebo tafun shai so Amuzu Junction ehone bia ya wo ya number 0247 776743 Ronaldo Virginia Daromenti ya the picture of the day no e de ba 30 Ghana cedis airtime 30 Ghana cedis momo uko Facebook a Kessben television Facebook and your uko Facebook a Kessben TV abrante ben ene de no picture to so a ogina St Augustine's College hono ogina wa bonnet tie green ay abrante ben fanidini breye nema 30 Ghana cedis airtime data o momo awo Facebook uko a obeshare na wa like na wa comment and send the amount Ba Herbal Center dompeni kasemo juma na Ba Herbal Center oye u dompeni wo problem wom when a cancer of the bone o kase no wo problem wom anase we chin kase ne ya ohunam tutu tokro tuto dompenum eye Ba Herbal Center na ko betima boa obi a wo spinal cord problem Ba Herbal Center wo sciatica wo stroke eye Ba Herbal Center dem Ba Herbal Center dem sonko ni say okọ ni examine wie ye ya lab wie na wo se jo to a ye obabi e be jo ato na fe yetimi atwiti wie ama ho timi ato ye wo kuma sa tonso agogo behind atonso agogo hospital no Tema Community 16 Lashibi anase Kofodia bus station no your number is 0244 083482 the one and only general.
Okay. Afide meet my baby.
Ye kakra.
Mama so me kakra.
General picture of the day no.
Yeah.
A Brantino general called St. Augustine's College no. General Oshana Hunu. Oh, Matthew Amwa.
Oh, okay. Black Stars. Okay.
Matthew Amwa,
Yeah.
former Black Star striker. Kofi K in the win here on Facebook. Kofi K, Ronaldo Siama 30 Ghana cedis airtime data or Momo. The only general.
Okay. Masum. Enti ose number no 70% ope na 30% nyadia uhia. Enti eba badwe ho later. Asemasi. Okay. Enti yesan atwa so de abamo Kessben 3.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel near 121. Good morning Sergio, listening to you live on 92.9 FM Nyamikrom Koforidua in the Eastern region. Chelsea is going to be a household name again next season. Watch out. Nana Machi and the message abre ye. Therefore, I transfer na fi quickly. Ya have foreign source no emu kakra. Na dia kano ye de aye efisem Cristiano Ronaldo joined Juventus from Real Madrid. Only for DSTV to follow him there. Years later, he left Europe to Saudi Arabia, only for Europe to follow him there. He is definitely the most influential player the world has ever seen. Wow. Kojo Achilles, Udwe Efri, Ahafu Kenya si na abre yen. Say Saudi League no, ubia alcohol. Good morning, sir. I'm Shadrach from Accra. Please, I want to know if the GA are also part of the GA are also part of the intertribal games. This is a Tony. and oka organizers no ho oka okay nti Tony me obi busa say Gafo eka wana the which team does Andy Kem support Teshi and a message way every eba no de ba na friend say Teshi na the free by one for the anka Andy Kem minim say Barcelona and I was we free odia mintimi enchire Ghana hade me musano do you and go make you always make the this portion alone always help to release stress and tension. Great work, sir. Isaac Crystal Callis, Print, Ashtown, Kumasi, Unaudiwe, Abrayan. May call a year Nana Ebo Prisia. Good morning, sir. I'm watching you live from Prisia, and I heard that money is coming to Chelsea. Is it true? Is that true? Okay. Minima dear. And he came back and said, good morning. You and Ohiniba always make me feel happy, sir. Whenever Ohiniba joins you, justice. We do free Asante Jabe, and so Abekains. I'm in fact to have also now as a general. I've laughed, sir. I'm even crying. I can't miss this show. Ebenezer Sokode. Oh, now the way and so a free every Sokode way Sokode. All right. Andy, we name Sokode. Okay. Now we see the no.
Story been here now.
Okay. Our so what they were here. In north. No, okay, all right. Yeah, quite in there.
Gabriela Bonla house say mreneni. Mikel Arteta 10 years excuse be ya. Yeah. Also watch Premier League no. Edema now this season. Na say mo kan no. Eno ani e ka example of which. Say PSG Ultras na say omo manema.
Yeah.
Italy nso yes. Italy nso two players me no. Wow player Romelu Lukaku. Juve supporters so mu hia ne ho. Oko the other side nso a Inter Milan supporters nso abeka che omo panin for say Juan Guillermo Cuadrado omo besa na omo pese omo ne kasa ansa. Ansa mama ne chance am na sign. Andrew Nana say goodbye to ni teammates were in Inter Milan. Harry Kane say only interested in the PSG a deal. Moise Asido nso buafu say konya Brighton for the next fashion enya dey say we happy because of nsem omo na de kan and san omo Simon extend any deal no. Dey konya omo the Chelsea fans no onye happy. Mauricio Pochettino say mo players na lack fitness. Until last season say league ne be we na di no amote so sa no. Until he's working around the clock to make sure the players will get back to their full fitness.
Anyway, na iko kan bia motisi nso a mona mona ne kontoko gidigidi no. Olympics coach do be gi adwuma ne free ya pra konsem no.
Ono no.
Ono no. Kobi se busi ya no kan.
O kan ye no.
Am hade na mo so mo ntiase.
Ono no be gi ye no win one match no kan ye no ti asem be ne ti ye. Ya pam no. You know.
No ba o kan ye no. Say nyina e kan say asem na o kan no. No just a coach na no ho ba yi no. Just onyade wa san.
Statement.
Ndio ma boys no call problems me.
His statement is different from what Pochettino is saying. He condemned the coach.
Directly?
Yes.
I'm not saying directly.
Ni interview no so he condemned Yapreko. He condemned him. That is different from what Pochettino is saying.
O condemn no kan beso.
Ni nsemo o ka fa coach ne ho no.
O ka fa coach ne ho na team no.
You know, it was clearly to the coach.
Indirect.
It was in reference to the coach. So offer team. Now be offer team in just less than 1 week. Now be match now win. Now ka say players na fit o montim ntumrika. Virtually ni nsemo kan na te say they Apreko no mfa Olympics in training. I wish we can
get. Bia na Pochettino okay.
No, they don't. What the Pochettino can the honor can.
I'm like you okay. No money coaches.
There be. They know.
Well, okay.
League ne be wie no. Now who ni say Chelsea players no fitness no offer.
Omuni fitness coach. Omuni coaches.
Omobi. Entina mobile last matches no. Ono a new coach awaba. I'm saying that in some you know the interest.
No, me can say the
okay, but in 7 days, what to 20 dia? Almost at the same time.
Almost. Me can say the can no credit. But I see what hano. What bonnet say o kasa na say o camp same tier coach no be you no. But Pochettino the end you don't see anything wrong with it.
They are not the same.
Okay.
Let's get the tape.
No problem.
That's my point.
Yongoso.
It you know that is this from Pochettino. Amola honso to be man omo twa Harry Maguire chi on social media no si Ronaldo akan zimbi brebe jinwa Ronaldo say nensem na akan nyina amene ne yadwen ni nyina amene ne yadwen ba ko pe na amene
ho de wan ko kakra anka program yenye minim da opeso oka no
jinwa
se Saudi League no osoro che MLS na nanye no
mesi ni nyina amene ne yadwen
okay
nensem nyina de amene ne yadwen so ko itili na itili ball na gu no eno kwa na amene ne yadwen
okay
but the akan nyina jinwa unhwe stars ayeko the Saudi Pro League. Compare it to the MLS. The gap is huge.
Na in Kasachuchi na.
No, for me it's a statement of fact.
Fine, but Kasachuchi.
That is obvious. That is obvious. You know.
Only Messi.
Yes, that is obvious. Okay. No, so on the course Saudi no. As I mean, I got no.
Okay.
See, I say wasan and the ball no call we and I'm a boy. And wako no. You can disagree that Ronaldo is not the reason why the players are joining, but what people you know. Obetimi aka say ne Ronaldo ntina Bruno nervous other players N'Golo Kante Massimo Brozovic Karim Benzema obetimi aka say ne Ronaldo ntina okobaje no opompe what people you know and for me the only thing I disagree and so okojuwe na Italian Serie A na ku
Yakoba nafi yarehwehwe ni nyina enso emu. Is it because the government has legalized weed cultivation? You are wearing a weed beautiful shirt today. I like your shirt. John Paga Kasina Nankana district. George Paga Kasina Nankana district. As small the by episode chese. So be more episode chese.
Episode chese.
Say I legalizing weed cultivation. And the reason why I'm wearing a weed shirt. I like your shirt. Let's say, it's me bossy. Then no go deep manager say. What I am now. Maybe I want to kawa. And go whom you want to cry. Paga muche.
Sankana.
And Kasina Nankana district. Kawu one. Yonko anything.
You know, your clubs rest in your transfer window.
Yeah.
Na has focus in Sanko to go so deep place ni biachi OBHCB. My year 2-week technical overview of your bet my Premier League now. The person mentioned say each and every team be out on the first game of the season, based in the last game. Average pattern with which concede goals. The main strength of the share goals in the ma analyzing no piece by piece. I better say maybe go through our board no so starting from Hasselfolk because of the NCBA Elijah Kambi yes during the season Hasselfolk winning Premier League no so attach no do take cry aden na mo winning league na man form abontin amaye dede ya and ekoso no na enra or last season no omantin angi league no afi the man for eco back ebusebusa questions back mienu why the share chire Hasselfolk ni coach why cry na ye technical director or a certain sporting director all these questions Oba cut back and who say Hasselfolk assign obi to say Kevin Owusu assign Levetius Arthur. These are all guys general me person me go through na ma analyze Hasselfolk for say season question from my first game of the season e odoma e ko my last game of the season e obono hokro no in Brekum. Hasselfolk problem any technically these are the areas as I say try now enrich and send season start defense midfield attack major issues me highlight 5 pair e dey actually mo na sign obi a nya that in focus no matimi ahwe so e dey the kind of purchases sign nya me adom a enetwam a metias other clubs no so na ma di come back mienu so and then starting from Hasselfolk on the board me highlight major problems 5 now more how I say more a year more signings
okay statement of fact about your shirt Isaac otikre no one for so yebi the me na me ntimi
kan statement of fact no shirt na fair was the last statement shirt no so fair
I know him
okay
on come from shirt on come from shirt the John the free paga buy John Abaga to view and all come was no problem me know any be nine awa
Sergio my reading report bi no pay na ma say tribal footballer report say Napoli consider move for Hakim Ziyech
okay
na no na mama casting my mind back ebisa about Aurelio De Laurentiis you say okay say na o on to African player bi.
Yes.
Nti akoba ni say ya
Drew Afcon mo ha no
DNA besi because Afcon is around the corner. And right now who are 2 African superstars in team no. In Victor Osimhen and Frank Andre Zambo Anguissa. If Hakim Ziyech ever become so, what would take place?
Okay.
What will go on? Then I will be Santi. But the other transfer news. So okay, coach Nasreddin Nabi Younger.
Oh yes. Yes. Wadaruma. Una ma meeting in conference. Yes.
Say you Walandi Morocco.
Okay.
Na wa join Forces Amiro ya Rabat. Na say you
far
Rabat. So what happens if we omo no G League no.
Okay.
As I said, most of thing Raja and a work. Omuna most of the time so mujino. Ya no mujino omo ya no muji omudi. But this year is far Rabat and say you one andi wo Morocco nti ye behwe wonti. Austin Eguavon se die nsem kakra bi etudwa. Nti say you ukoba e be wurem kakra. Ena wafu zombi no. Eno Ivory Coast edi Benin for chika form. Okay. Nti ukoba e be wurem in other stuffs.
Omo na eko final.
Yeah, omo na eko final.
Okay. All right. Nti ye behwe ni nyina enso. Joe, Messi threw a jab that he would have moved to Saudi Pro League had it been money. So let Ronaldo fire. Isaac Nedifu free Nzima Abre. Said on also Debano. Messi the Koto Chadikane. Messi. Second Skanko Pro League in Saudi Arabia.
Nano was an answer to Barcelona critics, you know.
Okay.
Say Adena on several fans in the back. A corner fast so quiet or they hanky people and yasi Nina fake cry ni mood na no critino. Na sika basa enyam mano no be a yateto achachawo echi yakoyo operation. Ama watimi anyini and then also wasro o mama boabasa and retire ha ema unya farewell. And was say omunye sika sem no nto no. Enema baako mienu bi enkoye o club num. Na even there are certain clubs he figures major word you use there are certain figures be your club num a omon pen return to Barcelona. Neka sika sem nko dia onya better and huge offers from Saudi Arabia. And only message a Messi kae and Ronaldo so beka say ono no ebomwura mu e wo Saudi pomo no. And a general amount for so abu baya omoba hono baako. I think say omunyina statement no betimi dia customer man ye.
Ah well. Ronaldo wouldn't have been successful in our part of the world. He's so lucky to be white. He's so self-centered. Nobody will have even passed him the ball to score to get the name he has. I was disappointed in Newton yesterday. I hardly see him talk about Manchester United, only to talk about Onana, Manchester United's incoming star's weakness. When is he going to talk about his Barcelona's weaknesses? Because they have a lot. Ben of Anko Barry Accra, and he came Yonko.
You know, first of all, Ronaldo and Sem. You know, so what you in Sem now, or Kasabi Bribi. Now, the America Semin in Adrian about we what kind about the MLS, what can say he feels the Saudi Pro League will be better than the Dutch Eredivisie or touch on the Turkish league. And clearly, you know, so we players are Saudi for now, Swadia Kugukrumwa. We are stars now we play for first class teams in Europe. We bet me a cast be more in the twilight of their career, which is a fact. So for the same goal Kante, or for the same Khalid Koulibaly, or for the same Karim Benzema, you know, Obakasa no more the some air berry. But we more fans are more attracted numbers to various stadia Abraham no more Europe no because all bomb dimbe PR. You know, Obia and him say, these are the guys. Ronaldo Pivu, you know, you know, Muninaba. So, where stars are go? Now, so far, the Turkish league. Now, far the Eredivisie. Open who say, when we are stars are almost so baby because the Dutch Eredivisie, no, dominated by youngsters. We hear the platform to excel. Into sitting be able so because no akutubako and I'm you know akako ye free ho. Into here. This particular, a few last season, Ebano, Anthony Abba, Gravenbach, Echo Bayern Munich, Mazrai, Echo Bayern Munich, Julian Timbers, Ababi Pim, Ewo, Eyetima, your friend Arsenal, So clearly, Obon says Sebastian Haller so kopiem Borussia Dortmund. And Dusan Tadic, free ho, take your non so kwakosina kan. Into where I asked him, you know, the Akaye, Kudus Mohammed, Steve Bergwijn, and then Steve Berghus. These are the three guys aka in the highest team. Obon Mudingo Bebia, Ubetimi Edina so aka say, Omoye stars. Now when you go to PFB and Oven, you are talking about Ricardo Kepa, you are talking about Luke de Jong, and these are not guys I didn't know in the top European games, or rely on them so much to attract fans to stadium. And clearly, these are the stars of the Eredivisie. What you compare Saudi Arabia, who says still clearly over more attitude. Now when you talk about Turkey, you are talking about the likes of Edin Dzeko Omako, Dusan Tadic Omako Kupio, and the new sensational move bar, Real Madrid in Ada Gule. You are talking about the likes of Mauro Icardi Moa, Omonso Akoha, Obia to Omodi Omia Stars, Omodi Omobo the Turkish League. Now, so you said League Ronaldo can not on chair. No Baba Shedding Sama Oka say Ononi Ba Syria, ne Syria Nego. For a very long time, ne Syria no intimina a big boy like Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's all your fee now, Omode Fano now. For 30 years, na Syria intimate spend that amount of money into a player like a player or to say Ronaldo with that particular figure. And in the figure, no man here stand out. Clearly, Ronaldo buyer in just 24 hours. Juventus social media increased by 5 million followers in all their social media. Obaye na omo sponsorship with Jeep. Omo increasing from 17 million euros to 20 million euros. So we just sales Ronaldo here in the first season. Omo from 500 million. Etimi call 1 million jersey sales at the Juventus. A double. And na ultimate bay at my friend Juventus. Finally, Tamana o free hono. Nejube social media now move from 55 million to 106. And only chile Ejuma Ronaldo Ekoko boy. And only at the other side, the off-pitch issues. And because Ronaldo Eko added value to Juve, he was so impactful when it comes to adverse sponsorship and the marketing aspect of the game. But you know, on the field of play, the untimin Kasena Syria Nego. Before Ronaldo Eko joined Juve, no, Juve about a Champions League final with Barcelona Lusu. No more but Champions League final with Real Madrid at the Principality Stadium Lusu. But Okoko Piemono, out of the 3 seasons, Juve G League in Mienu and Inter Milan J1. Again, top scoring awards on the same OJ. The time in the Syria in the Champions League, Yanshe teams are Omukoshi Omone Equine teams in the Omofaso. You are talking about Ayas, Juve and Timi Ayas, and Oka the Ayas boys of Matthias Delete, Frankie Dion, Hakib GH, Dusan Tadic, Donny van der Beek. These were the guys that Omobe do with him. Let's not forget, Olympic Lyon so 2 hours more the Alliance Arena how better to Omo Pasa. And the last one is it was FC Porto. Even that game was 10 against 11. But Omo do with him a frustrated night for Cristiano Ronaldo. A free or no Janisa Baby Pio Manchester United and you met me koye edemano. Intininsen no can no credit. Or off-pitch issues, he influenced the Syria. In the panel bastard you may Juve game no a course by 5%. But the reality is that Abra ko join Juve no na Italian Syria no emuye. Now, we are now Baba still in Italy. You are talking about other transfers. And run and I discussed with Zan Vlahovic. Se Pierre Fonsi Munsi Kromo. Sasem na BSC ewo eye Juve na ofri e de akọ Paris Saint-Germain. Na asembe na asi. And chair the better just say Romelu Lukaku. Inter 4 years so beba be PM na nkom de 30.5 aba be fan from Chelsea. Omo mpanim for kra by England. Any Chelsea mpanim for betwetwe nkomo. Actually, the kosi yen so omo frɛ Romelu Lukaku on responded. Almost sending the text message on responded. The teammates is so sending a message at Lukaku and responded. The Omoti yen say Nimpanim for any Juve din komo. Say Omoto the Zan Vlahovic Omofa Romelu Lukaku. Into Omo ye tight lipped Omuntimin can horse and be sit there. And no, and na Inter Milan for it decided say Sadia and ye Romelu Lukaku deal no Omon from who in Remobil. Now some from Remodia then the next destination for Romelu Lukaku is Juventus. Juve supporters say there be omo hia Romelu Lukaku e wo mo team nim. Omo reason is simple. Omo reason they say Romelu Lukaku in once granted an interview. And omo busa say onya Juve obeko ana o say no. Say obeko AC Milan na obeko Juve akọ betray Inter Milan de e adia onye bi da. But now Rock Nations empenim for Romelu Lukaku e pese omo kopiem e wo Juve. Na no omo supporters say there be pam no twa no. Omo nsoso ne so e ma ne ma mepie ho. Yenti bibia from Rock Nations. Asem omo di aba a omo e kan say omo de na mo e ka say Romelu Lukaku omo frɛ no omfa Romelu Lukaku omo frɛ no omfa no enye no kra a fake news. And the media should be responsible no munyai irresponsible publicity a omo de ma Romelu Lukaku no. Enti je no eho any baby asesi ejina Vlahovic nyankoi Lukaku nyankoi but the deal no would depend on the movement of Dusan Vlahovic. Enti ehwe the Vlahovic finally ebekwa kopiem opie jama Romelu Lukaku akwa. Iti ho abiu. Ena
me Chelsea interest biso.
Vlahovic.
Yeah.
Chelsea the about last week.
Oh, yeah.
About last week. And Chelsea for no be deny say Leicester it was Leicester bar out. Say coach your friend Mauricio Pochettino ni players now open ni din. But enra Esamba say Vlahovic ni PSG agree 5 years. But PSG into I. Emma me ben who analysis class say he's a good player. But me hear the start of play now he will not fit into the Chelsea very very well. But still okay. Well, you know, Chelsea here striker. Omo here midfielders, omo here striker because team no and it's why Daily Mail omo dey ato animu. Said Chelsea midfield no very thin.
Yeah.
6 players no omo dey omo call USA. Omo here midfielders. But out of the 6, who am likely to start? Are you going to play Chukwuemeka? Are you going to play Cesar Casaderi? Are you going to play Andre Santos? No. These players need time to grow. Andre Santos are failing over Europe. Or Sainsa, others will be Cologne. And also better than 5 minutes, 6 minutes or them. Are you going to stick to Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher because Moise Caicedo Yama? Into the Chelsea midfield is very, very thin. They will need a thick midfield to compete. And attack, you know, Nicola Jackson, Christopher Nkunku, but you know, they will need a personality and a perfect number 9 who work inside the box. I don't think Amando Broja, a player, Chelsea, a person who be depending on him so much. Ono crown or sign injury prone. And Chelsea are more Champions League. This is almost more Champions League. No European competition. So this is the perfect time for Chelsea to prepare. So now when you're striker, next year also compare striker, you need to be very, very careful because you know next striker is normal boarding. Into a year or 2, say now best spend it for a striker. Chelsea will need a striker and Mauricio Pochettino in the team no. So person will grow. Actually what they have become more numbers. A coin of Befa so arranging in Aka, but I cut the engine room of the team that is the midfield and a prolific scorer out the goals in the team yama. Into younger, the Vlahovic deal now you know still our beat me a remwa. Now
fans fearing the West for Mauricio Pochettino's rapid rebuild. Because the name I no. Ama the who better fans ni biso.
No, you know.
So here papa no onyani
the ntia omo abu hu no eye unse ade bia wo ye bia eye competitors. Yeah, the ntia na kotokone ha sa omo relax nde bia o ta aka se kotoko nkoyi na ha se nkoyi a o ko bia dia supporters ye okay. But se ba ko nkoyi na se ba ko koyi a the bia the pressure e ba ba ko so. So for Chelsea no offer the competitors. Arsenal for them mudi second no. Omu invest in their club. E di be account. Nti no na make say we hear omu team na defensively omu a very good goalkeeper. So for omu right backer omu Tomiyasu, omu Ben White. So for omu left backer omu Kerentieni, omu Zinchenko. So for omu central defense I wanna know omu short. And omu kwa Julian Timbers ababeka William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Let's not forget omo Rob Holding on the bench. So about a moment for that. And omo Declan Rice, omo Kai Havertz, omo Odegaard, Mohamed Enenimai, Lokonga Bai, Jorginho Emai. So everywhere is thick. So omo right side omo Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard betimi aboho. On the left side, Trossard betimi asaboho, asa dia support to Gabriel Martinelli. And in attack, let's not forget the likes of Fabio Vieira still in the team. Omu betimi asambo omu in midfield. Edinkatia is still there. Gabriel Jesus is still there. At any role, they have about 2 or 3. Oko Manchester City are the same thing. So far Newcastle United are the same thing. But be a kind of with this Newcastle team, I want to me ball with Saint Maximin on the bench. Almost say pushy for Aya Vicar Kwaravaskelia on the left. Any more Callum Wilson, Alexander Isak. Talk about their midfield. So far Jolet and for Bruno Gomes. Now say Sandro Tonali Abeka, Omo Warlock, Omo Longstaff, Omo Jacob Murphy, and on the right they have Miguel Ameron. Into Omo baby Brighton for no McAllister free muna Omako Akofa Dawood Edeneba. Say Abrantia your friend Moise Atido kwa. There's an arrangement for another midfielder. Into BA she say Liverpool for no Omo Sheso Omo Lusu Eye Fabinho they are making a room for Romeo Lavaya. Omo PM or Benfica so omo pe Abrantia friend Fiorentino Lewis. Ono na holding midfielder in Enzo Fernandez. Benfica. And they are still talking to Juventus for Arta. Inti teams no obiye what's that they not on China? Dominic McAllister, Fabinho is still there, Henderson is still there, Kevin Jones is still there, Harvey Elliott is still there. Manchester United now over far. You know almost be quite hobby on the right, on the left, Malaysia, Shaw, Dalu, Bisaka. Midfield na who say so they still have Fred and Scott McTominay on the bench. Inti Chelsea a supporter. You know a be how kakra say infin because players na calling in you know I don't know infin. Inti Chelsea need to fill that particular gap in midfield before they can compete. Inti the supporters no so omunya happy and almost slow for projects na Mauricio Pochettino Eshana. Comparatively, what they compare other teams now be competing there, you perfectly agree with the supporters of Chelsea.
Okay, mami fonsi an ka beso ko nim betem bre no.
No problem.
Ma kwan ya bana semre huma mesa ma wo apushi akọ enim Newton Lati Marijada mami mra so ho na fi mi hwe kakra odi ebeka ho. Arsenal fans fume over their new yellow and black away kit as they insist controversial design is not appropriate for Champions League games. What was my way kit, you know?
Green and yellow.
Green and yellow.
Green and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Yeah. Yellow.
Color yes.
Yellow and black. Wait. Wait, green and yellow.
No.
Wait a maker.
Okay. Then my honey.
Yeah. Wait a maker. Almost say appropriate for Champions League games.
Almost on my way.
No, I can't wait about Champions League.
You know. You just hear about Champions
League. They
say
fans and they say yeah, I won't pay. And so I don't know. You can fans, Arsenal fans. I'm saying, more team no one to yes. Okay. It's not about the players Chelsea have. It's about how they fit in. With them well. London will always be blue. Benny, with the way if we Alajo and Abre Newton.
General, I think say MLS no go so mo so e person mo ye bibi. Each and every day be any busa question say obetimi at league, you know, obetimi e wo sika twitwiri die de ba bi say government no na back certain clubs say the Xi Jinping e ye wo China. Every club be no na mo share kire o mo subsidize o mo deals o mo cover free Europe ba. The main idea was to make football and sports as a whole one of the major source of revenue for China because no more are based on a more manufacturing industry for a longer period of time and not a fetch China sika. No more so based on tourism. But so share tourism no general or more person munya a sector na a focus on sports and this can be bremo. But the main idea no all the stars in about how to stabilize the league no or mobile room no. At some point, na Chinese league no and yet that super said they're not no say Chinese Super League. At some point now and yet so stronger be meant to compete. Away from that, we've said many things about how Russia, led by Anzi Makachkala and Rybolovlev, Eddie Sikakesi, ebe far other clubs. Top-notch players say Eto Mono Moretai, Christopher Samba, Roberto Carlos. Amoko to heavy machine Edmano, Mikel Lamborghini, Edmar Carlos. Ninina was to make sure say Russia be sorry. At some point we saw Monaco, but Ninina we say one question say, what are the major basic principles that ebe keep league going? But Osha MLS in general, they've done solidly well. Osha major decision making points back the salary cap. no club ena betimi atua sika abro a certain ceiling chese wona wo sika nti na uyi sika na odi tuatua se de ope e basa na mo se e flax league no e ma no enye a bit more certain and standardized. It is Russia MLS no kakra they can't compete with Europe. Oma Ashley Cole win Rooney, David Beckham at 32 join here and Sergio Busquets Jordi about with Lens so munyina no follow like Messi. But generally so they compare to the Saudi league now. We've always been asking one question. Okay, Omo per World Cup na hosti along with Greece and Egypt apart from that desire some of the World Cup no what other elements of sustainability and the league no be gina pinting they are competing other part of the world. What are the policies? So what kind policies here? We've asked numerous times and Messa so reiterate what has say PAG was sikapa but a good policy sporting wise I'm back.
When from say West Ham I say Tottenham 2-0 preseason half time 2-0
okay
and Kane dinam
sure ujinam buy so anything to ho say franco mo so anything to ho
yes you go
so general I think say MLS na dia ye be ye na abom maba so kese na Saudi esese o mo fa bi e free that copy book no ye kwan ya salary ka minimum wage and a maximum sika between atuade players. Other than that we all know every single club be a league bi no general your club and ho den esi obi ye man mo ha oba your club and ho den financially your club and ho den but say one make a certain ceiling na de ho den no be koso asem market no player pe sika pe no betua bi kura on bagani to boli ababa ye bia mehu say osefa kakra kan ho na fa ne mame. They've always been doing that and the Barca Emma League ninja comparing that to the Saudi League stars attention they are getting rightfully the things they dreamt for. Set league because every single tabloid the way we are saying Kessben media ye di Saudi League no komo na mbom ochena e die de be me ka league no ho asem. So yes, stars here called more a dear never me a league in one because 2-year contract, 3 years, nobody sick and we no buy no call. A dear never my coso a dear sending out your cup premiership, your color liga, you can all the best leagues we are general, a dear Saudi for year. We've said many things about the MLS and a dear more you can see it back when they say on me try now or mom keep that ceiling no intact or behind to be messy league no and only the differences. I think that's a Saudi for no per se or mom league the Gina Pintin there. There should be a standard ceiling about salary cap and the signings. Other than that, fans say they more Benzema way over Huno Saudi in Golo County way over Bobo Munina Dino or China yen to me in Yanasa Amani. On the other hand, General Manchester United signings no MFA as well as
Newton is always biased when it comes to Messi and Ronaldo club status. Okay.
General bias. Yeah, true. I think say Manchester United signings no cost Chelsea so cost but before I come Manchester Ketu you know Chelsea I had the power sorry they had lot of players I no more books so but sometimes so share America kan sikani bia pese or announce no in a way overturning kan obo new marketer in dia no adia o sebe hiani wato boase o wonte so kakra we dey say go you free hu aka mepe no sikani duru ho no ma o sikani nyina bom na fama me sometimes not even considering the quality and the value of ade na auto no I mean the product Todd Bully Ababa Yebi Otongura Nkwa but there actually long list of players including Madueke but all of them there's a new manager who has his own concept in Pochettino being in the 4-3-3 4-2-3-1 Chelsea will be back to the aesthetic football and okay. With a lot of flamboyancy omo petimo etimi kra ball no based on the 4-3-3 possession play and adia fell Pochettino and a quick counter play general so obo ani atia ni no okrum ho obo ani physicality wise in the team no holding but who stays as the focal point of that Chelsea team omo pe number 9 bi na Lukaku ohoyo general number 9 bi na Aubameyang ohoyo na mo so still you are looking for number 9 medium or Chelsea books say ya can trigger Hurricane the clause be out chimbia every player on earth
then I live be bua okra no
nobody player on earth ye to na ye
nobody nkomombo
general every player open the biggest rivalries in terms of transfers are between Madrid and Barcelona. Yet players moving money the most bitterest rivalry in the world. Madrid and Barcelona. Yet players equal money. So why can't it be possible? Daniel Levy is a stronger broker in the market. We agree. The Orantes also Napoli, also a strong bar. Leon Abako to another person. Honestly, very strong. But what is the rivalry between Madrid and Barcelona? General players moving money a year. Each and every day, Luis Enrique, Eto, Figo, players a cut money a year. Ben Schuster, a lot of them. Harry Kane can be moved.
Wow. Harry Kane can be moved. Is Mauricio Pochettino the right person to lead Chelsea? Chelsea is bigger than him. I won't be surprised if he fails to qualify for the Champions League. ASL, Customs Division, Ghana Revenue Authority. Tumu in the way yaba ASL.
ASL.
Yeah.
Time na Roberto Di Matteo will be coach Chelsea no. Now on yeshi. But he came, he won the Champions League. Time
on the no a stop gap.
So fan
on the stop gap.
No, I agree.
And I know it's also Sheffield. No,
but the reality
is that
Abraham Grant eba no so ayde.
On the say fan.
So no so near Mauricio Sarri ba Chelsea no ayde. No near hwe. I agree. Chelsea the very best of coaches. So far Felipe Scolari, even Gus Sedink, Carlo Ancelotti, Antonio Conte, Rafael Benitez, these are proven winners from all leagues. Ancelotti in here introduction. Benitez is proven. Coach, the other coach, Gus Sedink is proven. Until all they compare, because Chelsea are a top level in terms of the technical staff. But check it, the last few years, coaches in the ban. You know, check it. Mauricio Sarri, Thomas Tuchel made it in Germany, and then Nejuma Okoye or Paris Saint-Germain. Until you find him pecking order, Obeka se Pochettino of him. But in the last few years, Chelsea ain't going for the very best of coaches. Lampard, Graham Potter, Tuchel, Ababi in Pochettino. Until all hear the Chelsea and Abramovich there, and can first class coach, winners, achievers. But that is not Pochettino. He has only one league title with PSG. But you know, baby, I'm person starting with team from there. So you coach for Chelsea and you're bad at all because you want a coach that will improve the team and improve the individuals. And he did that job perfectly at Tottenham Hotspur.
All right, Kofi K, Abetifi. Today is my first time winning the picture of the day, and haven't received my funds yet. Why? Okay, Tony Oni Mickey, who's a minimum trust issues kakra. Nti Kofi K Abetifi on the winning amonya ntentem na momfa adeno enkomano. Mini dwa kakra na will be available. Danka fe Mimra Awal Mohammed onye sa so dia me ko Awal Mohammed straight na fe me no akotwetwe nkomo kakra na wa me tidbit kakra nsana yaba dwade no enso. Ronaldo is a pace setter, period. Honestly, I stopped following the Serie A league I used to follow religiously in the early 90s. No thanks to its insipid entertainment, but the advent of Ronaldo at Juventus in recent years revivified the Italian league. Remember, mechanizing and marketing gimmick inclusive. Good morning, Sunny Saliu, and anyway, and so a free abofo, and so a bre yen. Medi Jagakra, Meko Dr. Grace Boadu, Grace Gifts, na share na many of my country kakra na fi ya hedo de bre Dr. Grace Boadu. Dr. Grace Boadu. Ajubia Trasi. Mami run away. We had a dem as a perfume shop.
Say Joe no.
Hey, enyazo gitu.
Joe be kumi o.
Ayo. Na bibia boko dia.
Ya me adom bibia boko. Adom mi.
Na olidie yen so da beni.
Me menda we ni na wotwe 29th.
Se kwan wo.
E wa Achina Krum.
Achina Krum ajuso ya.
Ya nti.
Okay.
Pa chane.
E kwan wo.
Fru anwa na akọ Achina Krum nti.
Yati.
Ye be to nsafre so eduru ho bia meta be. E kono so. Easy cry. Ai. Nti.
Bia be fine.
Mate me da se pa nya me shra.
Okay.
Nti. Se no team nyina so eduru ho ana mo nyina.
Any problem.
Mo ma ye no ahwe be tu ahye da ho. Sergio, ya na mpempi nkrofo timi bisa se Grace Gift Herbal Clinic Laboratory Services aso ye. Denti ene ye adwuma. Si e peska. Na so da ne da nyina betena fidie so a. Ni ye kire nuro no. ni e kire no brane haba mano dodo na ama obi etimi ya no adane herbalist ofie na no sa na ne adwuma no mo ye ne seye ye wie so ana Dr. Grace Bodu say wo sanso ato nchia ni nyina ne botaye nyina ne say wo pese ade a obo ade abode atwa ye ho ahia no ade anyame de abo ama ye nipa darsani say ye fa nwura ni padua no na nka ni padua no ho na mua ma ni padua no fa ne ntoma pamfra e wa apomoden kwa so no Dr. Grace Bodu eno no opese nipa dodo na wo twe o madwene egina so enkanka ene Ghana for esanse akwasi broni anase mrofo no wo mahu ade papa nyame abode ama bibifo enu ti etimi tena ye man mu na akwasi broni atwa plane ticket na wafa flight hwi no abedru Ghana no abesesa ye nu bra no ene ye haba ma no abesesa nim tree edru covid na ya afa ubo se dru ye bibi ba na kire so an yehu se bibi se wo ho na Dr. Grace Bodu se na ni suade hu ne se wo pese some years to come no about 90% of the total population Ghanaian total population no wo mu nyina be hu yimfasode eni hia se wo so obia ema ede ne ho to bibiduro so na eboa no enu nti na ya na ya betena ha ni ya kirew Evni padodo na atimi ka say Dr. Grace Bodu de wo ye de ye hwa bibi hya ase we de ye nya kwa enu nti eno wo se bibi hya ase de a ye ba ni ya kire duro ni bi ni wo kire na wan kasa wo ofie ho na wo ye na sa de kode na hye na ade na se no se wo ye ofie na se ade na tu anasa wanante ahu ofie ho aba eno na wan kasa wa ansa question no enu nti de pese ye kire nse Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services as ye pese de ho tu no brane haba maso Ghanaians and our Ghanaian total populations no ye pese ye bie obi biara ni no obi bia hu se no brane haba mano nko a na beboa ye na ama ye ni padua no etimi asisi ne ho su ye enu nti se wo tie mi a empempi ye metena ha se wo se bia yinunum aba esi ho na ne sent no aye minti na ebofa so a ewo de eye na eno so ne aso ya ni ya de afan fidie mu ni afan ya de afan sane ani ni ahwehwe phytochemicals ewom ni ehu de be ya ma ni padua no eno ne etena se a ni ehu se nunum anasa scent liver anasa osimum gratissimum yi se bia ye de ye adura ebitimi a treat infections eboa ema ye kan say oba sebe esiesia wode no eye no ma bebre yetimi tena se ane afa haba bi dubra bi te say castor plant adede nkruma haban ni abisa say efri ni tiri sukosi ne na ase na aba no krade ne wom aba no oye bi wom a se ebowura ni padua no mu a etimi boa etu constipation ase sebe ayemtim eboa etimi to ase enye se ye ne sa keke ne mom se be ya ye beda na di niam wo hu se castor plant no emfasode wo so yatimi aye hwehwemu ahu se Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services aso ye obedru ho na se sebe odi hie bi stroke anasa nwudwe ama ne hunam ba bi no achinchima yetimi de castor plant no eboa emani padua no etimi tenetene enu nti sa wo hwe me anaso se wutie mi na ofia ansa na mesori no me de sa fasode ba akoi be ma na ye be ma abon no sansa na asori munim se Grace Gift de ye nta ansori nko wa abra ye nchew eduro na na se ye nchire obi e ma wanso wonye no ofie enu nti castor plant yi ekita phytochemicals bebre esanso esanso ekita eye kan say immune bowra ni padua no ma etimi bua ebustu immune system no enu nti habama eni nubrane ni time hinmani kohini na ya na yebeka ho asem no ye pese ye kama obi biara hu ne se yes nyame amayade Ghana for ye wadoye enu nti wo se ye de ho tusu yie enti Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services aso ye de medofo pa se wusan ye ho a na wusan ye ho akowu se wusan ye ho a na akofa eja wa adwubi ena de ato ho so wo biti mitena se ya wo se me payar sabe ya mekɔ a me haw na to betwa preko pɛ ebeye simple dia mame na me nsanso nkotua ka nkɔ ba bia nkɔbɔ ka bia o ba bia biom enso so wɔntena ase misa ne ho wɔte se obi ka bia na odi mika na ɔkɔ Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services asoye bibidro fia nyame di adoma chede no adom Dr. Grace Bodu wo kwan sonko so enu nti se wo bedru ho no ma ohaw no anop mesibre no simple sa won sabeka enti me pacho Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services asoye ene ye kanfo di ama se sebe se wo yi yare bi te se enifra edi mfie dun machide ko achacha kwata ena afei sebi emumfiri ho no ma ohaw no de aka bia wo de ba ye beboa ama wo ho atɔ enu ntimi srɛw ehonko aso ehonko na abeduru a obu ho no ma menu aba ma saje obu wo de yare achine wo de anante a ye screen no wa ye laps upon laps
ipapi
enso ye hu o yare kro no na se saje o se wo yare na wo hu yare no a se bia yare malaria fever typhoid and asa join this obede no hu ena wa treat yare na to ase amanakọ enen meti asem bi se ase kuro bi so yi ho baabi obi wo sori o complain ni ti saa da bia ena okohu odi for baabi obo mpa e ma na yi ate ato wadane nipa ehun enti se wa hu ohaw no kofare baa menu aba me no afa mu mfie bebro enti wo ko pie de odi for ba na obo ano no so no enti ohaw bu ho no amfa me pie Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services asoye na se ya amfa common ahabai leaf and detect ohaw krona ebeye den bo se ohaw no ebetena oso atena uhu ohaw no kra na watimi atu ase ama ho atɔ na obedru Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services asoye ya ahaban eni edibe detect sa yare krono na obi so ho ma sejo ya na memfa so anante na doctor for declare ne se o de adro ne de onkonko ne braso wa bra ne branso ye kame hu ye Bible mra yi ode ma nyame da ode ma ye 70 de kɔ enti ebro so a ye se de otwe ede ne nkeka ho enti se wanya sa yes na se putupru so memfa say 20 25 30 ne nkeka ho a na chese eya hadwen kakra wo se nipa no bedru Grace Gift ye declare se nya de a wabrabo no ebetimi agina so bi ama watimi atena se e wate asefo asase so bi o wo bedru Grace Gift a ahaba kro ya na de ye nsankyerene ne anwade Dr. Grace Bodu betete ahaban e de agu bucket mu na odi nsu agu ho na wa ye nsankyerene ne anwade na ho no e na abehu tumi ewo ahaban mu a ebekira wo se wabrabo no ebetimi asanso agina na aso bi o enu ntimi dofo pa wo tie mi anaso se wo hwe me a wo twen den for any Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services so na odi hye na sebe ye declare ne se wonya ebiem no enkwa bebem ama ho atɔ me ka sa dia be si castor plant adede nkruma aban na me ka ho asem no so no na me pesa me kire se wo bu ho no ma wo fie na bia wo di hye bi so prakopa bo ho asa wo twahwe yo munsomo wawu yesi wawu kura che se wontimi nya ebie wan kasa wo ne se ewuo we die enye ne kra wuo so wan kasa wo ne se we die enye natural death wo die pa de nkruma ne se bi benwa pebi na te makomako 7 te makomako 7 na fa twu di hye no fa twu no free ne tiri so kosi ne nase 7 times na senya ne natural death a wo di betwu na kwa ba 7 times no bo nsa wo de hye no na ni so beti no ba wansi asori sesi ama ne ho ato no wanya wo de hye no enti we both yes bonus castor plant na ye no ma bebre woni padua no se me kasa me ka adede nkruma okay ai se me kasa me ka health benefit Sergio, yen sorry nkone. Ye no ma bebre. Yes spiritual problems. Se wo pese bia o how be through so anansa bia no so tigu a bucket mu. Ne bia de nsu agu ho no akogina dwaye. Wo dware na ade a pese ensesa bia pese ba abrabom bia na wo ka. Wo ka na wo tugu ho ni nyina. Obu ho ma normally obitimi ye ne best at 12 midnight. Best 10 wo abrabon ani adane sesia wo shebre ne bedane wo kagu so no me pese ade we nsi o mabrabom me pese we nsi awrade gina haba so na ye we mam ni nyina ebebe mama ho ato enti sa castor plant no eye nsankyerene ne anwade na de twotwo ye se obi a wanya stroke na sebe wo no de hye ne to ano se wo ate ato anaso se ne body no echim baby a ho se echim se ye na no na echim sense say ne nsa no eno so bɔ modern to mirika na kɔpa ayisa casta planta ɛyɛ de nkruma haban na wonya bia eno so fetwi ne saa 7 times baby a chim ne say na no a fetwi 7 times say ne nsa so a wodi twi ne saa 7 times abehu ansa wode hye no no wa straight no wa tiesi na ne ho ato no we ne nsankyerene ne awade a no brane habama ne ade chance say ene ade adwuma e wo Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services aso e nti ye betena hanoma ya ne ye ka obi wo hon mo nim so agro bi ne edie enti mesro so wotie mi a Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services aso ye ene ye to nsafra o se bra na oba o hawo no anopumasi bre no wonsa ebeka yesro frɛ na oni antwitwi nkomo na kai na hya ne nsoma me se ye ye adwuma fi dwada edi kosi ada anopa na nwotwe kosi anwumre na onum ye numbers no eye 0244
0244
126
126
123
123
0244 126 123 0543 32 00 30 0543 32 00 30 Kumasi hanom yaso e o Shrimp School Junction Barokese kwan so ena enkran pompuni mantam so ye wo new Achimota Petroleum Bungalow ye ne Family Life International School no ena edi nhwani mu ye to nsa afro bibia sa omra na ohaw na no pumasi bre ne nsa weka obi biara wonye heba doctor biani no Dr. Grace Board manenya wo last stop na ne meto nchie mu odin wo de oba ase doctor mintua kapre I just want some yare amanako na wo wi a me de body adro ana me discuss ana me de car Lincoln navigator nyina man for de beto nchie ane ade wo mo simple awi akete no wo ho ayo mo form enti sa na tie ni nyira nso enchi ato nko a ene de ba omo gi ahenasa omo gi nta ene chese eye whole lot enti obi bia amra na oba obehu die nyame nam Dr. Grace Board so eye ewo Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services aso
Ajubi
obi bia ase
ye beda wo so wase papa okwa no acha doctor enso amen usi ye ni okay ye tia no
obi kana ohunu wo ya wo say ohunu wo say meni wo bona ni tie na say ni pana de wo koda da wo say
ah doji bia roso doji na dey one day wo mention no okay Grace Gift Dr. Grace Bodu aso na Ajubi free out this nsem dey nyina enso abre ye monka mo ho na mon friend numbers no na yade a how bia doctor ene na pamfo be ye free on tentem enso de amamo baya bi Hakima udin nkame mmode nenso no ese do ba krom ha na de wo hu bia yare wo hu bia no Grace Gift we free on tentem e de amount na oye chinjifo ye papa Sokode nanada akosi Sokode a community in the whole municipality in the Volta region of Ghana. Okay, entina and also I don't know. Olden days basic class 4 book. We read Mr. Buama is a shopkeeper. He has a big shop at Sokode. Buama kind of book no.
Mr. Buama class 3.
Class 3.
Yes.
So okay, okay. Okay, I know the class 4 the buy. Until Sokode bi ba mu ho. Ema nanada ko e de sa book ni na watwa ho no. No nyina no they send me.
Black cat.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's pa me de ma tonic class onye ho adwuma na onfa
I think it was a green book. Na book no na green.
Min kai mum.
Na green book na men send the me sa shop na na
Okay.
If I remember sa shop na na dechi.
Okay. I see man kai sa book. Min kai
class 4 and tafo na ba kukukum ba ko she banchi ase no.
And say be amon time.
Yeah, time.
Me time there obi an kukum obi an fa se banchi ase me so. Tafo no be me time ne ngo wo.
I want give you home.
Me dey obi ba JK mo time.
Okay. No, Obiba JK was that book.
Obiba JK. All right. Roberto Di Matteo's case is different. If we want to assess Di Matteo, he must be assessed based on his performance after winning the Champions League and whether he's been able to land any big team's deal after leaving Chelsea. Okay. But if all the coaches and the KM was mentioning, what did they win for Chelsea? They weren't winners before coming to Chelsea, and they didn't win anything while at Chelsea. Tactical Orlando. Anyway,
you know, Orlando is some review. Ancelotti before coming to Chelsea, no win anyway. Ancelotti has won the Champions League in 2002 against Juventus at Old Trafford. Felipe Scolari has won the World Cup in 2002. And the coach is now making no magic BB and son of Chelsea. And yet Chelsea no BGBB, you know. I'm out too.
If you want to understand the lackadaisical attitude of our clubs, listen to your leaders. Some clubs elsewhere sack their coaches for winning their local league, but in Ghana, it's a different scenario. You hear Elijah Kambi, who wants to be applauded for delivering his own mandate. Boss, a leader's first priority shouldn't be on self-aggrandizement, rather fixing the loopholes that people call his attention to. DD Akumadan Senior High School, Nadiwe, and so Abre Yay. Okay. I'm honestly disappointed in you. You don't read my opinions. I don't know what I've done to you, Kessben Sports. I can't wait. Okay, it's been 4 months now. Still, you've never read my messages. You always read the likes of familiar names. I'm actually done with this show. Accra, Lakeside Estate. Why do we by Accra, Lakeside Estate? Una do we by yesro. Fache why? Na dane be guhano na na mekayo. Of course, I'll be 1, 2, 3B, and so Kessben, friends, next, and my 2, 3, 4 be so. Unim say omo de omo kan ho ankasa te bika kra bi fiwa ma kan bibrebe dodo no and so every miamia hodo pi nti fa che why men ka say you are done with this show, please yesro kutojugu form yesro awa
Sergio,
it's your turn.
Yeah, ti Sergio mesha se o Napoli sensem ene Hakim Ziyech ababetuja no a tribal football a reporti. Say Napoli with coach Rudy Garcia, the new manager, Wababe take over, said they are looking forward and they are considering a move for Chelsea's outcast in the shape of Hakim Ziyech, the Moroccan international who was born in Netherlands. After a very good spell with Ajax, okay, that 2019 squad now, for 22 years, now Ajax and team break it through the semi-final stage of the Champions League. Eric Ten Hag, Eddie Omokoye. Obie hu modimba Hakim Ziyech no ye part of that main Ajax squad no edanedi. After that eno make a switch to Chelsea. Antintam niema nsheda nkoye in around 60 something games eno washe 6 goals ama Chelsea. Niema nsheda nkoye Champions League even though wajibi dadie but modimba ana ohe talent quality promise ananka o show Ajax na manfo wo gidie se o sa ba be show e wo Chelsea no niema nsheda nkoye. So that's the reason why Chelsea is looking forward to ship him out of the club. Na enumuna babe tuja say Napoli are considering a move for the Moroccan international. Na enunu be maya casti a mind back. Akai Asema, the president of the club in the shape of Mr. Aurelio De Laurentiis, Eddie Tuja, say ono onto African player bium. Na ebaswa Hakim Ziyech situation obenya to anase onto. Because January just some 5-6 months, AFCON is around the corner. And already you have Victor Osimhen, or your top marksman, or the first African to have ever won the Capo Cannonier. Apart from that, Frank Andre Zambu Anguissa of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. And so nti se Hakim Ziyech of Atlas Lions what it means is 3 African stars. And for these stars, they are from Omaya, Omudru tournament like this, AFCON, they compete. They make sure say at least quarter final, semi-final appearance. Nti so treat the days of clubs now. Here back. Either say you are free no, anymore. And this is the situation that Aurelio De Laurentiis is going to find himself. Say o make that move for Hakim Ziyech, no more funny from Chelsea, Emani be Napoli. How things are going to pan out. And honestly, you be said in some zeni be kwakwaye. Asem na wedi kan kai no. Afi obesi sana dwene anase onsisa uye no sinche me di kan ka about coach Nasreddin Nabi, that Tunisian international ode younger afiwe ebe mu into the finals of the CAF Confederations Cup. Unfortunately omu lose on away goal rules. They lost 2-1 at home and omokoshe USM Algiers 1-0, but due to away goal USM Algiers enyae eno no do so chen ni omo younger ekoshe no ema USM eji the CAF Confederations Cup no. And so on 2 occasions was the Tanzanian League no edi amayanga, but the journey contract ba na wie no se on sign. Initially na Kaizer Chiefs ene di ka be toja se omone no di nkomo so omo person mo landing e man be take over from Atazwani the South African PSL, but all of a sudden enra nsema be toja se walandi wo Morocco wa sign a 3-year deal ediama ASFA, Association Sportive Forces Army Royal, and usewaha omono free the Moroccan capital nankasa, and they were at a point a Confederations Cup champions. Mikai 2005 they were Confederations Cup champions. No more Champions League omu dropo and omu remu to the Confederations EGA. And this year afia Liga a boy ya omono moye the new Moroccan champions. And coach Nasreddin Nabi kwako joine omu team no ni ahedwuma so a obetimi di amomo. And you be congratulating or your coach, honestly said you for the past 3 seasons why Jumapa, especially for younger, and no the reason why enriching the CV and the more than a dino is top notch. Why are the and that's the reason why Wetimia landed that move no ewo ASFA Rabat. Said you uye ni sincha Emmanuel Adebayo say Victor Osimhen deserve the African Footballer of the Year. Okay. Based on only assertion, Modimbo Danedi becoming the first African player to win the Capo Cannoniere, becoming Napoli's player to take them and win the Italian Serie A for the first time since 1990, 33 years since the likes of Kare Kamone Diango Armando Maradona mo etimi ye Sergio Masono ema that club no omo obia ntimi amba me bi that tell say omonya Victor Osimhen. But one thing sir ebia betimi atene max no Sergio eye omo lack of appearance at the World Cup no. Honestly ha omo pa oisan so ntimi an qualify ti kanu no be push no ne mode more than the di club no ka World Cup appearance so be ka ho a enu so be push no. So that's the reason why some of other people pointed to the Moroccan goalkeeper Yassine Bono omo no say ono no and obetimi rival Victor Osimhen. But said the end the taka same way of course yen celebrity goalkeepers edwumaso amo ye to de bia yen hu, and that's the reason why amanfo hu ebi no ehunu say bia Victor Osimhen betimi age. Honestly for me I think say Yassine Bono could probably be the one to deserve to win the African Best Footballer of the Year.
Who uses that criteria and there's an Erling Haaland and it's all Ben Hokra.
Erling Haaland
no way Uncle Walker.
Yeah, no way Uncle Walker.
And who uses that criteria and say Nigeria World Cup appearance, but the marks are not bizarre.
Oh, but a was significant impact.
Okay.
Yeah, a was significant impact. And that's the reason why I was saying so. And the Cote d'Ivoire, any Benin, editing time here in the Wafu Zombie, we no semi-final no. Ekoye 2-2 draw, and a Cote d'Ivoire, edi 3-2 on penalties. Etimia progress through to the finals. And Cote d'Ivoire na or a group no etimia making it through to the finals as the host of the Wafu Zombie Under 20 Championship no. Yeah, corner the Sergio say and Kobo Brebia. Sergio Austin Eguavon the Assembly Babetuja. Say Omone coach Jose Peseiro. We say still or that's the technical director of the NFF.
Okay.
After say Omo failed to qualify to the World Cup no, or resigning from the post no as the coach no, eba back to the position na a technical director no. And also they are still in contract talks. Say why 13th junior na Jose Peseiro ni contract eba na wie. But say you around 7 months into aneka, but still papa no si na nije adwuma no. Yeah. Ebno na me wanwa no. Kay coach bia o de obekọ FIFA na bibi se fancy kama.
So yeah, bitu ama no.
Yeah, no so ho. And Sergio Shewe after 9 games we lose 4 and we win 5. We concede 13 goals and we win 20. And a lot of Nigerians still believe that Jose Peseiro is not the man for the job.
Okay.
And even 20 goals now within those space of 9 matches no. one of the things that contribute to that huge number of that goals, that 10-0 win now, Munya against Sao Tome and Principe during the AFCON qualifiers. Now, my boy, one of their away games, and not even Victor Osimhen share 4 goals. No, that's one of the contributing factor. Ama even goals on Mashe do 20, but even with all these quality guys, the superstars or more, Sergio, I'm yet to see the handwriting of Coach Jose Peseiro, mo national team no. Honestly, me nyi ni se ne modern bono obia obetimi abo omo ama omo modern mo atumpom omo say omo person omo win the AFCON etiatimi qualify for 2026 World Cup. So I don't think Jose Peseiro is the man for the job. And Black Queens ebewrem in the second leg against Guinea. Seju you be him say maba wano betimi a beat the already you 3-0 aggregate scoreline ye dilidi. So I don't think say these Guineans should be anything tough to be say or Maya Abia or be prevented from going to the next stage of the qualifiers in you.
All right, awa. Ya be down so asinafi ya koyenim. Edumra ese kwa miki di local stories no ebreye. Na ye ko Krachin Kwanta. Eho ena Nasir. Nasir di we abreye. I'm really enjoying your show. I only want to urge club scouts and agents and those into football business that they should come down here, T region, Nkwanta to be precise, to fetch incredible talents. We got the likes of Vincent Atinga, former Hearts of Oak and currently a Diana player, Midiemo Atinga Diana. So Emmanuel Kayeke, formerly of Asante Kotoko and currently with Samatex. Joseph Miracle of Legon Cities are all from here, but the scouts barely come here. I believe there are a lot of talents here. Incoming GPL transfers, teams should come and get incredible players for cheap prices, maybe for free, perhaps. Okay, Intina Abranti Nasser, the free Krachin Kwanta, and so Ebaye, and no. And this is how you scout, sort of.
Yes. I used to.
Okay, because when you open players, my teams.
And I general teams you do Kokra Kujisi.
Go players now the bands. I'm saying now Nyashi Umuni.
No, scout dear, Minya scout play be out that, general.
But so Bob teams power.
Oh, me, man, be Muska chop money. I mean, the crime is ending with Muska.
You don't call almost as you just go.
Be
wow.
Now I know when T Francis training interview no.
Maybe.
Or supposed to make so no who music and man on Raho.
Oh, France training of United.
School.
Oh, sir, I got you, sir.
I didn't know what to do.
Oh, okay. But I'm informed if you do almost twice a day.
You know. The minute no, I can't hear the feed.
But I can't run out of
David, and yet the Pobra.
Oh, but say what the father did.
I would not
get Triano. If I said I'm more brass out. Did you?
Would you know?
I'm telling you.
They all cannot do no crab.
What the create
utility
bills, no why. Sabrabo. It's true.
Oh, that's true.
This is
honest to yourself.
Boom. Oh, now yes.
And you're
Basa Ketuano.
And you're no credit.
Massa.
And you're no credit.
Nipa say.
And you're no credit. Is there and you're no credit?
Tijitum this can inform Bobra.
No, but come
And that's a joke. And inform Bobra.
Me jitum, but you know,
Zebia no friend in a no so braba say school fees out to uncle braba na boy.
No. I don't make
utilities in my brana.
They don't football as 20.
So I kept you out the project.
That be the winter. This and the old sabum.
Was out of sabum.
This order sabum.
And I forgot to query. Mickey no. Kwame.
Oh, Debia.
No, I want to make us all hands clean. Kwame. Zemo hat it to you.
Besiana. Upese.
There you are so we say you one walk.
Bese Debia.
Kwame Zemo house minimum.
Let me say Bibia no upese me hu bem. When you and the cast me tim baby. My old day.
That's what cousin out on it.
Yes, you look at stories.
My old day.
Who's a my mobile projects now in Wakatia?
Who's my mobile?
Who's who projects in Wakatia? Oh, sir, of course. The fuck mentioned
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
The big guys. But the Real Madrid rely on Junior Calafat. Not the Vinicius Aba, not the Rodrigo Aba, not the Militao Aba, not the Camavinga Aba, not the Vavadi Aba. That is where the business aspect comes in. It's a true business now, you new hobby. Into Nigeria for players, no. Ademola Lukman, S.A. Moha, Osimhen is all over the place. Alessi Obi is the best player of Everton. That is the business aspect of the game. Until I say 515 players sold $17 million in last season. Inti kwame, ye players ye bet me akase san no masa. Ye de omuko Morocco ye. But the fact of the matter is that whilst teams are moving from talent to science to business, Ghana is still standstill and we are stagnant at the position of talent. Ye nimbo obi Ghana ni bia nimbo obo no kwame hwa na ye da so wo. Inti ya hwe games na ya e share no. Ye hwe tactically. Go back and check the games. Go and watch the game against Tunisia now. You be free mu ewo AFCON before the Comoros game. Go and watch the Ghana versus Morocco. Go and watch Ghana versus Gabon. Go and watch Ghana versus Comoros. Na call World Cup na call who games remain sana boy no. Kwame, obo share sa and look at the recent games your boy. Inti ene sa na players na sa. But while the rest of the world can only a talented chair omo no. And those people have worked their way through. And mama added science and business aka omu game no. Morocco players. Ashraf Hakimi, Paris Saint-Germain, Ernestly consistent for Sevilla. Yasin Bono consistent. She Roman Zies mobile Europe. She Medi Benati mobile. Kwame, inti game no. Yemfa nieme bin kadi nyame dia bless ye ne ho. Brazil for are not fools to say they are going for Carlo Ancelotti. They are missing something. Oh, talent job. Team Ben oh you are say papa or more dominator you don't see Brazilian. But they've defied all us going for Italian coach because they are clearly lacking something within the game. We are lacking something within the game. And if Ghana want to come back, that is where we need to restructure, rearrange before we come back.
It is time Ghanaians stop making reference to the 70s and the 80s when Ghana won AFCON 4 times. At that time, only 8 countries played in the AFCON finals. And many African countries didn't take football as serious as today. In the 90s too, Ghana cheated in each tournament. It's a fact we all know. The coaches of the 80s were not exceptional than today's coaches. Kofi, Kasua, and Odifibai, Newton.
Say in the 70s, in how many countries are there? 8. It means you expanded number of countries about tournament in this.
Yeah.
A basketball competition here quite tougher. And you are 1. 2. So what should the speed with which football air courses here you to be match because it also rely on the past laurels. Oh, I say Kofi Mokoyade. Nia bobo dinia. But say oh the can before I can be no the can ready BB say first no na you need infrastructure. And so no your tournament na your boy homodin pa na den na year ura mantamu bia na astrotef the ha ohne ba yentumi ene omun compete ben say na no minister no ko ba no say astrotef no cry ye fom no cry atwam minister ne ka deputy minister ne ka o say atwam ade na ye bi ba area ye bo MP no ye say be say ato am form for you because of brother astrotef no minister ne say okoba no ho say onkrofo no kromko. They are now moving on to the next stage. Or more used to the kind of hybrid, both grass, natural grass, and an artificial interface. And we in the account ball. It means say hybrid and a 88 so they are boot to numpo on a bit different. Sometimes you place in a call who broach ball 2 years pair. Yes, so masro. Umuko who ya buy so asro or wine and yana no na masafo or person just say 2 years pen could do breach when about the kind of things the person has gone through within that 2 years or betting actually a beer same colleague or no equal ebe can send back me do actually na a beer locally player no jan hano on jindi football has moved a dear didn't I remember AFCON 2019 ewo Ali Jabel Sports Stadium ewo Dubai. Na coach Kwesi apia ne Lady Blaster place no. There was a technical guy and not a ball device be on ne nsase. Na bono. ɛna baby jet to America ne Namibia ne South Africa be friendly games nti na coach Kwesi Appiah ɔno na all handle training na kofo ho na do folimo ho Professor Kofi Amoa na ɔno so ho ɛna mso me gyina Mr Asante so ho na hone ba watch na say about technical guy no that me hunu niam bebre kura say nei say watch no babe na hye baby jet babe na hye the you know watch no e connected to babe na hye omo no and na say akiri na me be hu through me course no am ye no say your friend no EPTS external performance tracking systems it the day you bet me be catch coach Kwesi Appiah say coach my fully fit be bia na kwa mame mobi but American or 2 you know the data bio data no ascend the abra watch no memory na hye no guy no can also advise coach Kwesi Appiah say no the deboa all run no na say or cover be a 4 kilometers or cover 2 pay find out say injury ho baby jet babe na hye no na wa hye jesi agusi no say any watch na a bot technical guy no a connect to hiniba e tu do adwen say wo wia ba ye warm up catch coach the coach my ready for me ko ba wia John Boy mo no but coach from the technical advice of the performance analyst better catch coach Kwesi Appiah say no baby jet busa no so inhibition ho na bibisa the point I am trying to raise here and say devices enhance your performances it's your local boys in nyina betia ball show performances I was telling upon Fane on phone say me share the performance in the game of ball mark in Faisal and you be na me hu tournament no but me the better because on lack tournament experience. The reality is that she plays a graduate from the U20 na the day anymore. You record triumph against Brazil or Egypt. No, now I'm back into the blaster when you that graduation. Okay, Opoko Ajiman. Okay, Emmanuel Ajiman Badu. Okay, Momo Rabiu say Joe Bay. Okay, other players I know what's any more graduate Bedu blaster. Lot of them no more Europe. Opa Kashi. Lot of them no more Europe. The reality is saying about engine tum say enema bakum yenu bia ye lucky or game no no emrofo no mokoja me kan rofo no mpo a me kan Europe for me kan North Africa me kan Egypt back in 2014 on ba me ko Egypt I told myself say enkrofo enti no mo so mo kan Africa hono Alexandra is well developed and who raw almost stadiums in there you marvel but and then ye nya straight for her ni ye shijama ye se be sa to ma MP for more but oko compete wo ho a o the boss one now why o the boss one now by oba hade a na obaji local league no now you're champion oheneba your local players just say any nya kwan ura Matthew team no adna coaches ni duru hono no o man kai say Samari na o Accra Lions o twetwe obi a o sha 9 goals no na selection po e ho ode ma no your local boys just say na nya selection mu ura but she your players no kwabro kire 1 year 2 years a o mo ba game o mo bone man and the cinema free akoda be oheneba kudus right to dream ha ya na anu ya no moko Majida Shmerumu nyina wafa haya na anu ya moko but omo babaka ya na hwe omo game no how atimi a change we are lacking behind we are lacking very very far crowd behind as say keke ho na yesaba other than that ye de ho totetefo de no so a ana Kofi say 8 teams per now the competition is wide
Babo more games
Kessben and etna Ghana sports so na ye de ball ho samrane okay you say Africa sports ye de boss one ya why okay say ba fia atiefo be enwaye.
Good morning to you all.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And they came at
and so your train was screen no anim Kala and so ewaha referee Kala and so at transi uhunu na Kala so ibia loto na mabia Mr. Omenji fa kope enkwan bia na hwan bisa na kokoda because emwo odada nkofo bebrebe no ma se da reporter mame Kala
not too sure
no crown kana ni de na 33 sa no ko ba ko kramo
permit
Zambia no dia matu
that's no great asema na ka o buy on can once one young
mami ni den na o de
say don't you know muskio
look to the mintra okay mintra yes look at your mintra all right okay yes just go come me na fi
then about the man say
na the mami na mani na o sende ayi say me Kala
ai fela man mami
that also that
say ebia abo and one night
was a good evening bro please try this
fela man mai
on the 23 29 32 but when na Pluto na boy 23 29 32
Ebe be bonus.
Timi ko di na chia. Na den ka me ko no
Kwai.
tilapia.
Ako di baby.
Okay. All right. I'm a real. Kwai, what me do?
What did I say o open opportunity o nya kwai.
Anambwa.
I the photos that I'm for say
Now
bet you hello ball. Hello ball. Please brother try this.
No, I'm from Accra. What do you go?
Mami says the Black Queens of Ghana. And the 4 p.m. one more ball Olympic Games qualified. Wey a match a ball said be a bit me boy. Na Olympic Games no yetimi akobi mema no entimi ankobi. And untiene ye ball a Olympic Games qualified. Brian first leg no yetimi she Guinea for a Cambiansa woman timi antimba kokra coach Nora and some other there to do. Say it's good set waba back to fear. Was it 3-0 there, but the near just wabe fear na obeto so asan so about 10 leg no ewaha.
It's nice to be back home in Accra. We had a good away game, facing some challenges, of course, on this adventurous journey to Guinea. We played a very stable game there. I was very satisfied with how we brought the idea on the pitch, that we analyzed the opponent very well. We had a good control over the game, we scored. And so all in all, now it is about recovery, but all those challenges we face, we try to drive solutions for it, get back to energy. So we had a good recovery session yesterday, and today we do the final training. And looking forward tomorrow to play in front of a lot of spectators and winning the second game against Guinea. It's nice to be back home in Accra.
Coach Nora, a coach and the Black Queens of Ghana. And I said, Niaje, simple no back to Accra, no babesia kind, waba return leg, no first leg, no, Okodin kunim dear, but a non chess team, etime a qualify. You were a lot to do, and I said, Yamabe Broa, I was a Timmy Yawaha, Natimi a Boami Timmy a qualify. Was also to just say a Yanijism, says I be waiting a foreign based place I would do, or my joining team now, one more Ebabe Buano.
A very good players in. It's to work to have the international players in, like Portia with their qualities. It makes it much easier for a coach then also to implement the playing idea. We always work, we just build a powerhouse. So on the basic, it's always our values. Tomorrow it's very important also that we stay humble, that we are very selflessness, that we don't start now to play only for the crowd. It's togetherness, all those basic values. Then we add on this base some principles we work on. Principles are always everlasting. Doesn't matter which opponent we play. It's our style, our DNA.
Coach Nora, head coach, and the Black Queens of Ghana, no this handsome way, and to the Portia Boache, your captain, the Matimino, was a Quembia, so I was a Ghana to me qualify for the next stage. I bring a Guinea for, but I could say 3-0 DM, but I will say to me qualify. Other games, about so a Kitura Guinea, one was in Namibia, and Benin, and Guinea Bissau, and a Mali, and Burkina Faso. What's your talk course of Ghana qualify?
I'm wishing ahead of us. I trust my girls very much that we are going to qualify. And as a captain, I always talk to my girls because at the end of the easy. Open be and I'm busy when it's what I will say on concluding, and son now said to me like I can. So anytime we are anyone casa sometimes because such one-on-one and they are ready to work for me and my coaches. So we are really prepared for this qualification. As a player, I was almost saying, so any challenges I will say, working hard. Of course, you have to qualify for AFCON and World Cup. And when I hear target said, you better work hard now to qualify and they are good. So and then maybe also I am ready mentally and physically I am ready to say they're working hard and to me.
Portia Boache captain at the ma Boboko and I said the Black Queens of Ghana no di two just intiman qualifying ko AFCON antimian qualifying ko World Cup and Chebiaba Beshas and unti Olympic Games in there was a Black Queens itimi qualify ekobi yen so our other stories sir. Yafeni enche Ghana Football Association so the GFA president ket ES Okrekum obeki a congress so de betuja so GDA say niema mienu ene ye key problems a ha ye football ni ye papa coaching ene refereeing eno ene ade a ha adwin ye papa enu nti enche bia na Premier League na eba be hyase enam so ema wo de ye programs ahodo de ba coach referees ahodo mbeko fitness test wo mbeko seminars ahodo ebetima bo no charge the referees manager a referee Alex Cote say kwambia so this season there or expecting good officiating since last season also GDA say nyema bia was a referees manager otimi ye na last season dia entimi anko ye no GDA say this season there also otimi de nyema to in place ebetimi aboa ema refereeing this season no etima be kra be hwe na clubs no complaints awodo no eso etimi ache at above from the no obeka ni nyina no efa referees complaints ekoye edema referees no this season no uko Premier League na wamade number ne betuja na doso but division 1 there na doso pa complaints awodo clubs ne ye edefa officiate nti FA president a charge referees manager no se onye nyema betima boa amenya good officiating this season yanko the Black Galaxies of Ghana and then Black Galaxies as also to prepare so and nano pay we one mesan so ko ni nyina no screening na ekoso e dey ma coach Masud Didi Dramani also team ne so and then what to so and no team no e preparation as say next one meto so chena o meto so chena after training nothing we just place ne kwan amobibia enso etimi akọ yento so Kumasi Asante Kotoko Boboko na so ye and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko board be kokopie mu awo Menche Palace said there be a board report no wo metimi e de akodan mpanyifo e wo Menche na fensim wo bia no enam so ama decisions awodo nso etimi ababa tudwa enam so ama Mr. Kudofiano di tudwa se sabre obi eni wa approach no sempo no Kumasi Asante Kotoko job no wo me de man no nemom wo be contacting na obe consider a job no be kokotoko de a big club nemom onya de ono Mr. Kudofiano obe ofa no se sabre opekotoko ejuma no
bebia obeko Ghana ha bia no obe Kotoko supporters na say if we will engage all of them yebe mo matia say club no omu dia na ye de eba be sumom ne be mo sa respect na why not but me pese major radio su na me to call me pese me Kotoko chief if the opportunity comes na omu a team ye omu dia frame ya o mesi akonya na me no di nkomo the hour many super semi here. Omuji to my one, but we mean to be Jina and I'm Kotoko, and yes, I know. Porters, Titru, Sir Fianu, Yanu Beshum, Abum, near Jumana. I always cite this example. Miwa Ashanti Gold, Yakobo Bio, Obuasi, Pando, Heart of Lions. Yeah, winning match 2-0. Yeah, Bana, me will say, Papa 4, Ejina Bass, we say, Yejina, any Ejina. Yejina omfrubas omo Kotoko supporters na the miafa akra say ye free Ashanti region abehye Heart of Lions no yama omani agenti omo sama isika akra say enfa Koto bibi bankola no what would have happened say Kotoko ne ko win so much and baby obe
Mr. Kudofiano a Galka chairman and now what this same way at the Atuja. No, you know, what's good in sense? I must say, all is not lost. Still, I was say Ash good or Mutimi a BB at the case, you know, because Congress crab basso crown. I would say, a woman Ash good. Woman ba a Congress and assembly lobby a Congress members. Now we take a decision. But OGDA say and banny we Ash good bit my BB. Well, I bet try na Mr. Kudofiano nsemo agye no de tudwa no ye de nyina enso aba ɛde amamo ɛwɔ dwumadie so wɔso gidi ɛsɛ sabre ɛwɔ such good wɔn ɛtumi pursue no pursue case na wɔn ɛtumi anya so nsunsuanso pam wɔ Ghana Premier League no nsɛnsɛm no hyɛ ne so saa afidie ɛnam sɛ club license no wɔn mmea mu nti no wɔn gidi ɛsɛ sɛ nyɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a wɔntumi anya nya da license no bɛtumi aka wɔn sɛ license no kɔ apply na odika plus salary ntua license no yɛmfa ma ɛma ntumi enyusi ɛwɔ Premier League no mu ɛyɛ bi da account ɛnyɛ ready a yɛmfa ma we no CAF ɛna de aba ɛno nti Ghana Football Association wɔn ntumi enyi ɔmo nsɛm firi mu de yɛn sɛ ɔmo bɛdi de CAF deɛ no ɛde aba no so Dr. Kwambe Nuako ekyire mu de ma yɛn.
Me who difficult na ewo mu. The only thing is either say who ana say who why insurance na ana say who insure. What do players are there any overdue payables? What the snake worker? What the GR worker? Only omuka sanya dey. Grant bi o e kire say odi omuka na so oni omuka. Eji me who difficult. Me
Ayen sama Mr. Kudof Mr. Dr. Kwame Benuakon Dr. Kwame Benuakon wode atudwa se ni so do place ka odi place ka se salary o ni so di place ka so timi twa ni nyina enso edi free o de ma place no ansana wetimi edidwuma wosan so de so anasa Mr. Jordan Makoso de nanu atum Africa ne de o se yes o se clubs ne call but clubs no mo ko Africa o so mo prepare ye because sabre team no ne hwa Africa na emu odin pa
Africa asam do mo so wa ya hwe TV hwe clubs na omo gira omo na so na omo Africa na ya hwe bi do you think easy with the quality of our structures and everything to go beyond a certain point in Africa? We need to do a lot more work but one shasia they have to go and try. They have to go and do their best. Then we will see where we are and then we build on it.
Mr. George Amwakon and this answer modia to jam. What is a football that team the no a dozen? And into no, and yadia executive council no obekobium. When you need
I said something Kobio and I insist to say Minkobio. And yet, executive committee in Kwana, Ghana football. There are so many committees, there are so many positions, there are so many things you can do at a certain stage of your life. Don't forget that Menino, it is my life me go slow kakra. Oh, dear Michel, because most of them petty watama na kokawana. Oh, where they what run Uber kakra na o support kakra. When you not check.
When you some Mr. George Amako Executive Council member were they at Tuja. Na de no ko Zebo and now ko grant interview ewo Fox FM. And then somehow they that Tuja say enemies within no buy ebe so dwumedi no me ma Kumasi Asante Korokono nyeme course the titu ye Kumasi Asante Koroko goalkeeper trainer na jaw na ene gazeli wo na undermine no ni dwumedi a wodi nyina mu na nam so ama wonti manye successful coach e wo Kumasi Asante Koroko boboko no no we yensem aye ko Zebo we former coach Edema Kotoko no di tudwa na this answer me tudwa wie no na coach naja we goalkeeper trainer ono so call ni Twitter handle account no de akoto said dead on arrival na chese sama Zebo edi tudwa na wu kura wie kura nsana eba bedru eno ne nsem afiri oba yeko Nations FC wo mo aso Nations enso guso prepare den wo mo guso signings awodom enra wo metima sign player back but wo mo say players wo mo sign o mo nyina no wo mo ni team ni be training there but on better time na for mo outdoor players ni nyina anaso mo very players wo mo be use mo for this season ni nyina no said be a season no players na clubs wo mo no bia be hu players kra wo mo Nations FC for wo mo eba be use togba fede and what they are to jar when they brought in a meeting after the meeting no and they told us very soon has the work be appointing new coach Ben and a beba one more amfan to the but which very soon no has the work be appointing new coach one also eba be juma and so at the boy across the book bobo ekono Dreams FC and them and a coach edema dreams a coach Abdulkarim Zito wato ne side defend the players to prepare for CAF a Confederation Cup womo so baba bono and then and womo so show mu preseason no and so as a coach from Pomanso FM one as so Cannibal Fako coach and unveiling no etima kosom ama sabre obi ehun se from Pomanso eba be di djuma e de amatimene ne one management no e meeting after management meeting no and a data na se da kropotia team no enso be hye womo preseason ase no wode eno ho nsem enso betu dwa basabre de womo gidie se dwumedie oso mutimi di osunya coronation park no womo gusua edia enche bia no wometu sa no mo na wie se de bia club lances betima ba behwe no metima confirm stadium no enso de mom general yemfa few stories no emfa insia.
All right. Entina and so and like I say the stars are trooping into the Saudi League not because of Ronaldo but because of the money they offer. Ronaldo himself went there for money. Lawyer, they are the Abre and so no. All right. Do you see how leaders are not serious? Leaders are not serious. Look at Ash Gold. They don't have friends in the league because they couldn't talk to the club members to help them at Congress. And we are talking for them on radio. Even they couldn't apologize for the case. It's painful sometimes. I rest my case. Rich, Edway, Efri, Ayer, Kadi, and Ebeka, Yan Home. Maybe say about home sugar crana, Marco Newton Lati, Marie Jataho, na Mahead over one Kakra Bransana Yaba, na local stories no, Yaba Bifimi, Kakra, and so at the Mamo. Hello, Newton.
Masom, I say, na Sadia Yedika Kayano. You do transfer window no ya na signings and your teams no assign both amanone and if you focus of course will fear and will fear a bet for Premier League in 17 January year can now you can say there throughout the season near 18 clubs are no musi akan each one of them the technical reports and I'm person share starting from Hasselfolk transfer window omudi ewompa na oh share season atwa no general obebusa one key question say season bia no ya na your team no ne strength ba bia a lie team no even occur relegation cry ba bia na ho den was so talking about Hasselfolk he fan na o ma ho den was it in the final third, was it down to the midfield or our defense which includes of course the goalkeeping department but so can attack and the Hasselfolk get 32 goals and conceded 37 because season ended you know about 34 fixtures but Hasselfolk share 32 not just say 2 games also see omanya goals but realistically from the start 12 games Hasselfolk and me and for ball and 2 opponents and net which means 22 games per and Hasselfolk at the ball at 2 opponents and net at the end of the 90th minute which means in the final third they were very much toothless. The lethality of the team never reflected in the kind of goals almost share 32 of which 12 Oman Fabo and 2 opponents in the net. Now, who is a key man in the final third? If even open focus, box room was it their central forwards or the wider players and now more team room? Also, folks strength in the final third general. Now, it's still one about so because you can't club a ban number 9 for a bad finishes or my produce be listen. I mean, we've known these players from Ismailado, long list of players. See Mahatma O2. And now we are the chat to Kofi Koji and player na only line but say Osha more final third and strength general is one so why not about 3 chances are obeshemu baako na mienu we share the etwagu e screen so they were much toothless in the final third no more creating a lot of panic and my opponent now don't forget our players will tell you say sometimes before a game beba so na player bi ho money hu asha wakoma muma so upel there are players I call away games I discuss here more Charlie we be started they put fears in your defenders in the crowd Hasselfolk attack was it down to Kajo Ben Jr. and they fear to Obimu or Ben York or Clinton Apia or Siraj or Subontin who was the key man in the final third but that's question for another day. What it means here is a Hasselfolk needs a center forwarder or the ball a tuneta somebody who has to go 3 games so I brought 2 goals but we are no seeing China their central defensive pairing also so they are same Hasselfolk pa So share video na e wo screen so no. Na show how opponent and the ball e ba has folk box room. Whichever situation abeti ase obom no. E kon bia so ball no be ba be box room. But how? Ayana a ball no be box room and then you kind of pattern. So she has folk team no against Adriana, against different variety of opponents. They are called direct game. They are ball, short passing sequences. They are ball a combined two in a counter-attacking situation. Watch has folk. From Joseph Ado against Adriana, the ball was splitted and circulated in the wider zones. Ball on the now I am talking about the central defender. That is Konadu Yadom. Look at the cheeky ease with which the defender and attack and a uniform. The ball was maneuvered out from the wider zone, but this is Konadu Yadom. So watch it very carefully. Of course, situation he was taken out with a simple move, but he's a central defender. So the fulcrum of the defense is a central defense. But Shehawa Konadu Yadom ye uniform. This scene talks about a lot about Konadu Yadom. But Uye Konadu Yadom scene Chenya. There is another scene what made Yama game right from Felix Che. It said Joseph Ado. Felix started the build up from defense. Now General, so how should I be a boy if you watch the central defensive again? Who are we talking about here? Felix Che na the ball na akoma ni player mo the ball na koka kra. Should I be a ball no mo the befa. We are talking about central defenders. But watch who will really be the weak point. This is Jonathan Sowa placing himself in between the two central defenders. And Ubenya Kalibo, Ubenya Konadu Yadabo. We are talking about reactive central defenders instead proactive. So it means born bebano has for here more about journey a quicker in their thinking rather than say action be say we and send independent about also. That is reactive senses. So she Konadu Yadom born in the act on a blind side and the lapses no crash on my born to it. From Jonathan Sowa. What the can back from Adriana, you've seen this one right from him, and I'll watch it very closely. Versus Jonathan. 3-4 10s, and the two central defenders are gone off. So a bunny saying a born here the two chia. Now already naturally when he pace, these are the situations that boost a lot of questions technically from central defenders has to focus. Another situation and a woman. Now from here, I'll be talking about the other angles. Why the Hasbrook central pairing is especially defensive and yes solid and team. Now another thing that causes team the midfield. Always midfield and a cut off. A cut off they are not just a creative issues our defense. So one, my can't defenders and one say reactive. See and some money about Mohoso. They have to be very much proactive. So central defenders Hasbrook conceded 37 goals. It means conceded number of games in your boy, so that is goal deficit, and it's a team where you are not person of G League, So many can highlight, the two central defenders. Na somebody actually say every now and then there's a striker here. Pegan now watch it. This is a central defender. This is a central defender. There's another central defender in between all of them. Now Tamale City had that solid goal. So has our market now our per central defender. Things are across the league season and more consider such easy cheap goals, and no one semness somewhere. 4 defenders, none of them was very much proactive. It's born the tournament and some money bomb so against different opponents, being it enough high quality or low quality, has folk ever considered from central defensive pairing. Hold on. Oh, you know, what it means is say has folk considered 50% of the goals from the wider zones. I mean, the two fullbacks and 30% from the central defensive zone, and then the rest of the 50%, general opponent in the ball one co 2 the laterals. Now, can laterals in there? Now you come Yaman Kwabafi and then Samuel Nkum. Oh, right back. It will be a Kwabanana Nebeboa. Oko left also Abenya Rashid Okan, and then of course, Ebo Dennis Kosa. All of the 4 fullbacks in the game, general, each and every time. So to say the ocean, there's always a ball being circulated out wide. Ball could do box in one account to combine the situation our central defense and then your one laterals. It means has to focus on there's no existence of supremacy in terms of defending. My central defenders and what's macho. Now may highlight the kind of laterals and watch now combine the two. No who be a team on the defense. They are kind of the solid base or the foundation. This is another lateral defense. I'm consider going from now. Look at the position of the goalkeeper, but forget about that. A coin bear soon a born a fire. A could D even so. It's always been like this. Opponent in your born 2 and 3 for now hon woko because that is a weak link hon agata nida na say crossover ne ko simfifi hon ma na akwa ya asem foforo so has folk are in the market they really need to look out for a defensive a bit of conservative right back obi a wantimi nkwana nim bebre so that obetimi abie the other flank no or be close to a left and be right now that are also fine but unya the fatal of Vuka days now nobody covers them. Unya Dennis Kwasa Samulinkum, now Benya deputy in Yamankwa Bafi, and of course Rashid Okai. Every attacking move by the opponent general, 1 for 2 and 3 for Honoma of first central defense. So where is the pillar that holds down the team? Has our market a dear son of shout to those players now. What are the parameters? The technical parameters are just a way send you consider a Hannah born in Friba, a Hannah born in Friba. It's always been from the laterals. Born in free 200 bar, RTU, medical catcher, irrespective of the quality of the opponent. Bob better has a net, so the content in China. And look at the dancing move from RTU goalkeeper. It's always been recurrent within the team. They need to repair this. Now I can be say, Omoji league winning season, I don't know, Bian can once and say, oh, I don't know, can be a tutor. He might be right. He can equally be wrong. Yes. So, but now the tutor players, now share a mobile team. You are looking out to repair the lot. The rot to another team, and then necessary repair. I don't know, opponent to the Ajibon or the content in chain. You come, we know. The major problem we have is the laterals, but a has folk team in the general. Yana is so consistent. Until right back Ben and Watanaba, are they maintaining income or Yaman Kwabafi? So we maintaining 2 in the year. You might burn as somewhere. So has folk he is a skillful player or struggle. Now what it means in say there were 4 games that has folk about this season. First half, not a draw. Which means I hope our second half room, but we lose second half no, and all of them they are away game. Omo Adriana first half, Oman concede, Omo lose here. Omo R2 first half, Oman concede, Omo lose second half. Omo Adriana Bio first half no go, Omo lose second half, and of course they've had their 4th game. First half no 0-0, yet they lost the game in the second half. And House of Folk. General, Omo lose 12 games, only one opponent, and has the ball turn the net first. Obeba we are game free hassle. That is the game they played and was them against RTU. Apart from that, every opponent at the ball first at has spoken net piano or twice or every game. 11 games. If you score first, the propensity for you to win is so high against Asfolk. Their mental recovery during the intense nature of the game, almost struggle. And the laterals, SSC is so weak. So why no more turn number 2? So that for no moment here. Systematically, at the end of more repair, there has to be a coach. And throughout the season, where clip when you mean I'm question baby, these are the games our boy against different opponents. Be a fullback and all. Every now and then, fullbacks in each HAC shadow. Now central defenders in a crowd here, or we are so slow, very reactive. And that is the issue. Now the midfield has to work. We hear a natural ball winning DM. Mechanics are one. The person say, General, there are other players within the house folk ranks or my prayer or my film or a bit to say Nuruddin Aziz. A ball winning mentality. Eso is a classical number 8. Somebody has to complement his game as a DM. And yet the Otanga, it's Eso tackle or win a tackle. I can show you. Because I know Jumano, Abian Betrana Bonechi unfairly. Otanga has to be winning the balls. Not the Eso to drive the team forward, to progress the ball 30-40 meters and Sanoma and link it up in the final phase to the attackers. But we are not seeing that. And that is a major problem our team anymore. Has to focus as a general or me Juma and Sunday season, a baby, my can strike here, my can midfield here, the fullbacks, and then of course the central defenders. If indeed on person repair near my team here, it's up to them. Any nipa or lead you more, I'm on my sign. But the rot now who here. In just end season, general, because we are telling them, say, Omola trust in a week, central defenders or midfielder, we hear a DM naturally, and we hear a finisher, and of course, last one, a creative wide winger. Are we good in one-on-one ability, or pace, or what the athleticism to take players on? Has 7 and 11, why? Teteno Ababola against D, other quality players 110 wow. Say, one a wide player or creator for Hasselfolk. These were the major issues last season. Maybe the best advice for now, I'm picking these few, opinions. Normal working on them. But for the time being, we pick another club the same technical report na share with the visuals na who your teams no omo kodwom na omo kɔ ade na omo kɔtɔ is it important product and omo de be share team no e dey be improve team no or the edit team no ebeba a reverse dia but for now general meja chire dia ma na what your program so Adaroma.
Okay. Marijata Newton Lati Marijata the abre and so no. Major so di drink akra me ba na fi the local source in church monopi and so abremo kanisa heba dokota atranse alaji ewa ha ye no drink komo kakra na fi ye ntwa gbede no eso kanisa heba die na mo di brain na ewie
se me dase ihe chobibia edamase se mo fi di ato ha Kanisa Herbal Center. Enyoma hodo a edukuru nimpa na emma nimpa eni apomudeni. Enyoma hodo a edukuru ho no na Kanisa Herbal Center. Yesi yema wo ho aduro, yema wo bibiduro a onum a ebeboa wo ma asa wo yade na yi wo yade ema wo ho ato wo nti. Na amade bia ye ba yade apomudeni mapa eni aduro a ebeboa wo ma ayi wo yade afiri wo so. Mipa chew kan ho wo de fa no mesi a mebubo so yi na anka se na no mebo no mesi ne wa anya bi. Me pacho no mesi no wa wo TV ni de eda wo screen ni complete ena da ho no nti ma me bo ma na fa afi wi a na edi nkomo 0247887436 0247887436 and answer 0202 990943 0202 990943 Kanisa Herbal Center no mesi ahodo a edidi djuma na ofra unsabe kan ye no baby bi eto bibidro wudo ubo wani na se obo anan ekoho se ukobusa se ope kanisa dro ni bidia ho oyade asietu afi hwe yade no eya ahodo be se nan ana se num na ni nyina no kaka bomu a yade ahodo no se de ebetimi asa oyade ho asem na ya ye ba ebobo na poso na e ka kire etimi ka kire se e purify blood e ohuru magam na ya ka kire se e basa e ma pain ya wo bi ya wo widiem efiri wo soko afi ya esa ka kire se e ma oba sabi na se yenwo na oba na si sabi nsuo pufuo ni nsuo brown skala ni sa ade no ekọ mbwa afi wi na ka kire so be ma woju so ntentem eti enso etimi efiri ho na afi wa wo sisi yade na sabi wonim se wontirim twetwon apomode ni nsipi na nsita eno nso eboa eyi sa hawo ni na afiri ho kanisa na de ye bubo na poso nyina no se yade bi dokoro na wonim se eye mogya mu yade de a wato adi ebi ni sen yade e dokoro wo na eye mogya mu yade ebi ni sen ebi ni se sabe mesre wo diabetes wo hypertension wo mogya mboroso mogya ya boroso a nka akọ blood bank ho a wo twi kakra na nka ho ato na mum bibi atochima unsa ya wo nsa yo titiriti wonsa eyo tititi wo sa na sita achew unsa ya na wo tin kasa ase wo nan mu ho anase mozupu bi achew ase wo to ase sabe wo chepi anase wo sisi anase wo nan kokom ohun wo ya na twetwon nti wo tena kai mu anase wo gina ho kakra anase wo tena se kakra wo de wo na pempem ho wo se mu hwo emu ya wo ya ukoda utin kasa udumpe mu hwo na wonemu ye wonemu ayo dududu wo sole a wo tene wo ho a anase wo tene wo nemu a anase wo tene wo mumpa na ye wo ya utin kasa se anajo no ye didue bia bobbo waposo ma ne ye wo ya nti waposo na ye mre eye pain tieni yi enam se ye pain nti eye ya wo a hawo nti ena ye ka cho se num kanisa onum kanisa no a eboa yi nompe eye nompe ni ntini mu adwuma na yi nyoma hodo a ema dompe ni mu asisi ema ntini mu ensuo ni moja ni ntimi ndi mu afurusa ni yie no na yi ni nyina afiru so ama hwato kanisa eni nti wa wonim se eye a wotin kasa ananse taachew aya na ase waposo ye omre na woda obesore na se wonka obia koda ya obehome na obesore na nka na poso ne honam asisi ne ho so no jai wo de obeda besore no na se nka emom nka wa anakora nkaye wonum aye ho ya kire wo se enioma bi atochimo wo widiem kanisa no na onum a ebebo eyi hawo no afiri so kanisa eni nti wonim se sabe wonsa wonan udompem atwetwon woda ontimi na beso no aposo aye omrede a kanisa na anu ebebo afi wonum a eboa ema udompe ni wontini yam adwuma yie no na afi wo be ma de a wato adi wo bɛma deɛ wo wei deɛ ɛno no mempɛ sɛ mɛka ho asɛm bɛma deɛ ɛyɛ di mɛnsɛm bɛma mpanimfoɔ sɛ wonwu yɛ a ɛni kwan sɛ wuwu sɛ wohu maka asɛm no wonwu yɛ ɛni kwan sɛ wuwu ɛno nti sɛ wonum aduru a ma wo sisi ɛne wo dompa mu nya ahoɔden yie no a ɛno na boa ma tumi gyina wo nan so ɛyɛ bɛma mu woyɛ bɛma pemem na wotumi pem akɔ w'anim na wogyina hɔ bɛma no tobi nom tɔ aduru a yɛato din sɛ kanisa nom na yɛnhwɛ sɛ wowɔ bɛma na wobɔ petepetere yɔ woyɛ adɔbrada aban agye wutuo aban yɛ agye afei wobɔ petepete ana 2 minutes ana 10 seconds ana 1 minute na afei w'anim atwa yi 10 de bia wote nkɛ sɛ wo nkwa wosisi yɛ woyɛ de bia anadwo abɔ 12 na wɔka graphic abɔ hwanhwan news bi ɛho hia ɛhɔ na wohwɛ na kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma bi nkɔ yie wapo nkofi ɛ ɔsi dabi me to da me kakra wapo nkofi me srɛ madamfo no nyɛ no ni asɛm no kofie wo kofie adwuma papa yɛ ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ no wontimi nyɛ nti ama w'ani nka fie bɛma na numaduro a ɛbɛbɔ ho ban wei nya afodisia wei ɛnyɛ deɛ wonum a peking crime team na wogyina hɔ adawa num bienu na wontimi nya adwuma no yɛ wei no esiesie mogya anim ayi fi afirim afei ama wontini ani wodompe ne anya hoɔden yie no watimi agyina so akyɛ ɛboa ma yade ahodo a sɛbi adokuru wodompe ma adokuru sisim ama wontimi nyina so nkyɛ no na eyi afiri hɔ ntitie nie nti bɛma bi a wonim sɛ sɛbi woyɛ nya prostrate na wutimu sɛ ɛyɛ a wodwonso ntɛntɛm wodwonso a emu yɛ wo ya wodwonso a yɛ na wokyem kakra mpacho na afei wodwonso a wutimu sɛ nka dwonso no asɛ wadwonso awie na asɛ ebi akam wobɛn sɛ wode bɛhyɛ watadeɛ mu na ano no ɛne nneɛma bi efifiri mu ba na wutimu sɛ nka nkɔ yie anadwo wafiri adi adwonso bɛyɛ 13 times bɛyɛ 10 times wutimu sɛ ɛna no meka kyerɛ sɛ wopɛ sɛ wohunu sɛ dwonso ntɛntɛm no yɛ na mempɛ sɛ yɛbɛhuahunu obi ne aka kyerɛ sɛ ɛna wodwo nso ntɛntɛm ko ade a na sɛ woanyi adeɛ na mmom tie ne yi wodwo nso a number 1 ne sɛ for wo nsa ka dwo nso no testi hwɛ ne testi woyɛ aka kyerɛ me yɛ afrɛ afei wowie nso a sɛ wodwo nso gu efie anasɛ baabi ɛfɔm nso a yɛ akɔ wokɔba a yɛ abɛhwɛ sɛ ɛntɛte aba ho a ɛna kyerɛ wɔ asɛm no ɛno nti wɔɛkeka wei mu wahunu sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ wobɔ ho ban firi saa nneɔma ahodoɔ saa yɛde ahodoɔ no ho no nti ɛne yɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ nom kanisa ɛbɔ ho ban efiri diabetes ho ɛbɔ ho ban efiri jonso yawo ho ɛbɔ ho ban efiri babaso ho ɛbɔ ho ban ma udompe ni wuntini nya ahoɔdene ɛma nneɔma hodo a yɛ dokoro no firi so kanisa ɛno na onum a eyi yawo ɛne yade ahodo efiri widiem because ɛyɛ mogya ni nsuo no adwuma ɛwɔ mu nti eyi fifirim na mo ahoɔden ɛma watimi di abɔbra watan kɔmɔ kyɛ hɛ nyame abɔ sɛ obedi 100 years na pa ma yade no koro obewu ntam na mpo anhwɛ a you live in pain na ɛto de bia kyerɛ sɛ wapɔso yɛ wo ya de bia wote nkɛ sɛ oti fa dwaw de bia no ɛsɛ honam nyina woda wontimi aso akɔsoɔ ne ɔma aso bim na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnneɔm bi mkɔ yie nti bɛmɛ na to adupa nom wotɔ nom no a ɛboa ma wodwo nso ntɛntɛm kɔ wo diabetes tu aseɛ afei wo sisi ɛyɛ wo ya woto aseɛ twetwe ya yɛ to din sciatica ɛhu sɛ brɔfo no ɛdɛ paa ya to din dɛdɛɛdɛ sɛ sciatica pain na wei hu sɛ brɔfo sɛdeɛ wosi kan na wotu sɛ na sɛbi wanya obi a wanya saa sciatica pain ni bi ma ne nanko kom ne to aseɛ twetwe no ɛma sɛbi wɔda hɔ bɛyɛ 2 months na yɛpagya ne nan ahwɛ baabi na yɛde fom ahyɛ baabi yɛde sumya to n'akyi na ne nan ahwɛ wie mu a nka bɛhu sɛ sɛ ɛyɛ wobɛhu sɛ sɛ ɛnɛ nka saa yadeɛ no a yɛbɔ din sciatica ka ne brɔfo dɛdɛɛdɛ no nka wanya bi a nka bɛhu nti yɛmpɛ sɛ wobɛnya bi nokoda wo se be na wokoba ekra ne da asen na wokoda ba bi fa kuse ya se be 2 months ne ensa wo yade bra ahote mesrew koto adupa to kanisa nom na nom a wo to ase atwetwe wo nanko koma ya wo ya no ebeyi ni nyafiri so na fe wo ye be ma ya wo dwonso a wotumu se wo dwonso a ensuo fofo bi firi mu ba wo dwonso a ya na emu ya wo ya wodwonso a ya na eba wotimu sɛ woti pain bi wɔ ya se hɔde a kanisa ɛna wonom ɛbɛboa wo ɛno nti ka ho bɔwura drosto bi ɛbɛn wɔ mame mmɔ obi di no magya semasi wowɔ kumase ne nimpɔtamu di a mesrɛ wo kumase ne nimpɔtamu dani heba misti kɔdenak abidank ɛne hɔ nyinaa wobɛnya bi afei wɔn mu aka nyina baabi a yɛtɔn bibiduro wode w'ani kyerɛ hɔ wobɛnya bi frɛ nɔma si wei 0247 887436 0247 887436 and I say 0202 990943 0202 990943 0943 Kanisa Herbal Center no me se ahodo a edidi djuma netie me bɔ masam no masɔre so na wanhunu sɛ aduro na awotɔ no ɛsɛ wo yade abɔ ma pomodin na sipi na ɛsan boa ma eyi yade ɛma immune system so nya ahoɔden ebusu eyi yade ahodo afiri hudiem na ɛma wan kasa wonya ahoɔden apomodin mapa na apomodin na sipi na esita ɛnu nti ne yɛ ka ho asɛ nti ntwan po ɛma wonya yade nka me yan sɛ obia ya wonim dodo kwan so kane sɛ de ne anum dodo no wo de tobi si table so tobi si fie anapa no wanom awia wanom animre wanom na boa sɛw yade yi yade ahodo bebre efiri so ma hotɔ ɛnu nti ɛna de bia ya ka ho asɛm akyerɛw sɛ nom kanisa ɛnu na anom a ɛboa sɛw yade yi nyare ahodo nya efiri so ma hotɔ nti ba bi yɛ to bibiduro sɛ wodu ani kyerɛw busa sɛ me pɛ kanisa duro kanisa mesha ɛyɛ do yɛ onum a asɛ onum suo ɛnu anya nyono na ɛnyɛ den so na onum wie a sɛ de na ɛbɛyɛ wɔ no wa na abɛka ho asɛm akyerɛ yɛ enti ka ho bowura dosto bi ɛbɛn wɔ na nom tobi nom ne ntu yɛ de ase ma hontɔ masɔrɔ so na mɛsɛ last hour wa wutie mi a ɛna no ka sɛ wɔanya nɔma na ɛna me bobɔ nti ma hyɛda ma bobɔ no we ka ho 3 times nti na nka nkyɛm sɛ wɔanya ho nɔma ɛna ma bobɔ me pacho ɛyɛ 0202 99 0943 0202 990943 and I said 0247 887436 0247 887436 me da se wanya so no atie mi koto kanisa nom ne ntu yade ase ma yade ahodo edokoro no emfiri so se
okay
de nchira wo me da se
onchira wonso na da bia se da me kan onchira eye kanisa duro no so my friend numbers no na mo ne mpanimfo eni nkomo na de ho bia so no omeye front tentem enso de amount there how bia all right Reverend Kalawa ha sanso ena Andy Kem ha Newton Latte Marija Tai ha Awa Muhammad and so ha the sports show this sports show should win the African Sports Show of the year. Wallahi. We every Accra East Legon and Abekayan sa waha. Okay. Why is it that the GFA didn't take in Faisal and Great Olympics out of the league when they took the association to court? But when it came to Ashanti Gold, Congress have taken them out of the league. Don't you think it's selective justice? Richmond, Labadi, Accra, Unadiwe, and so Ebre. General Savimbi, please, don't you think you need to be invited by the police service and BNI for questioning as to why you are wearing a weird designer shirt? Is there any reason behind it? I love you guys. Pizarro, Kote, Nahinzo, Unadiwe, Abre. We are out here no cry, no, Mohinene, Madame. Betumi amano pamwe sasa na hote so koti na hinso yene ona zie kona se dama no nana
oh okay
ona hinso yene yes yeah open ball pa
Saturday do am
so many players baby
yes ono be hunu na bless ibi oko ye trainer na plus go chi twa no
na hinso yene no
oh okay nim ba bia
you know how now to kote dia very careful
football there
very careful all right Pizarro okay young stories now can in 20 minutes
you know
yeah
on referees manager let me say Referee Kalawa inti me wi a me nim so de be so you call congress now FA president highlight niam mienu oka coach and oka referee the fact of the matter they say if he saw omo bae omo from dia omo beye no first na referees aketu ya kem consistently makana ya but last season ye bowie na ka 4 omo atu ade amom this season ye bowie no general ye nti say referee bi e complain say omo sika akem ye mu bi adwe ye say eto de bi sika sem so obetimi abolic edu week 25 na ye 15 pe now 10 weeks akem no I can't be never intimate fair officiating. Apart from so back question, some of the referees in so many competent, on top of the game, na a true interpretation of the laws no more brain. He mu be when he say sikasem a issue. In as much as the president promises said the best referee, ye be man ka ya farmer and pave we ever referees and emma such kind of dismal performance week in week out. But so ye penina so the referees dano. na you know every week ya the referee for nsem oba wanim enye baako enye mienu enye miensa every week I was here ban referee every week I was here ban referee na referee be ko 4 months e be ko 5 months e be ko 6 months e be ko 1 year. I also who said there was something wrong with refereeing until I was all set it up to appoint the right referees. Now you know how do you find solution to a poor officiating in the Ghana Premier League? So a referees manager referee Kala suggested many occasions say your book games ni we are referees now mudi games ni na yan from ni na amra kra we emro so because we have enough money to spend in the Premier League yan for bi antenase Mr. Sampanin for and as a match assessors etna chira won tire say oh eh bi ananka minute 76 and cause referee dan elai etumrika ko ha and cause referee papala erane ko ha sa nyema we nyina wantimi ande nti video what you wanna do na ye yi achew na omu make corrections ewo adwuma amkoye ye ho but you know this is not the case. Referee mistake ani aban referee mistake ani de ne kofembo ebi mu okra de hade unhu unless you go out there and search for it. The conclusion is that ye do omudi bad ya you know ye gu omanimase the same thing as oban referee for 1 year and so on. Not just you know who is expelling from officiating. You don't expect the referee to come back and perform because obey your match rust. The task now with the hairs of the referee's manager. We any banter on radio and you may afraid to explain certain things. Ghana needs fair officiating because the last time a Ghana a referee echo woke up here that bay. The last time a Ghanaian referee taking center stage in major tournaments that bay. The last time near Ali any work of Morocco. Any who say Ethiopian was sema. It didn't feel general officiating. At the end of Ethiopia for Naya. Until also game right here to the very top to have an official a CAF Champions League final that involves work of Morocco and Ali. You don't see a Ghanaian referee. Referee than a lie your best the Quavia Noko. Say a bo Afcon Crana or DBA, you know, I group stages game. In Ghana, it was officials and officiating about the very top. Now, say betting about the very top, manipulation from the top, referees manager should appoint the right referee for games. And I know you say referees may not copy him. What is on being tournament? Yes, now I'm qualified to be there. Then I'm call. Then I'm call sa competition. I say because meaning say referees manager now where referees need to call. But you know, I'm call any guasiaba. Omunya part of the competition, they are not fit for purpose. Until some penny for some remove you near more matches. When you know a good a referee in moving, a man your fair officiating. Until referees manager with the FA president at Tomano because FA near from also almost yet general or ye. The owners lie about the referees manager so betting and make it see being a fair officiating in the Ghana Premier League. A which supporters living there with some say, a didn't you know Monko Park ya. Almost say, March na ya omukako and the referees they cry in a pen be free pack. And you know, you poor performance of referees and Niema a DSC a Premier League venues. Until referees manager way there, the ball is in the Scott and will make it sure being the best of officiating next season.
A referee has said about Calambra and then Kakranza next one.
Yeah, Joe, and say, Nina be nana anti Akano, but I mean, correction be there. You be basi referees no makwa kra no na me suggestion say at least na technology nti zoom ewo indika ye bomb matches we have only 9 centers into your boy at least open Tuesday Wednesday be open matches now at least you call the referees on Zoom. Okay, the mistakes you correct them because they are always in the center stage. Your bobo and you never can say na yakwakoje man of the match. Okay. Chesenka e basa na chese oye adwuma because emma FN we say sika na omo se omo pompe na dey na eye e dey na eboa omo and it is ono manager no man any call the elite referees that we have make the elite referees that we have in Ghana na eye omo di Premier League no e dey ni na o dey hwa omo dey ni ade a eye the eye of the FA to say the FA dey say Black Stars say na omo no. So that's it. And it is a reference no one money anko one monitor na so transfer me the metrafie me hwe matches me nko bi Nemo obi be kan na makɔhwɛ clipper. Always no be mistakes because wo hobia whatever on the grounds no Uti and some ekoso ansa na referee kala edi match no you were there about best be 24 hours or 48 hours before the match. Kotokone has bo match. Referee manager who krom ha on nam what this guy say supporters can nyoma utie o fani nyina na say referee ko perform this year upon all the reports you look through the reports now they are there adwuma am a referees there omosua nyoma bebrebe. So these are the things I say on share. Talking about selection, I can say no. Me no eduba bia obusa onya asembia. This is a tournament. So she wafu zombi na. Omo sa sub-Saharan countries no. Omo de boa omo countries no. Amoma prepare that U20 no. Ameba boa mama say in case as a major tournament bi ba omo ide omo come the same thing and the countries invite omo referees no. Omu FIFA referees are omu opportunity in court tournament no. They are the people I say they omu yede. Ekoni yeko showcase omu. Ewo so that in se calf. Penny pa mo say Eric Kraba sa wafu zombi no. Oyade. We the unfortunately for us no. Na nipa no kra no say oye calf referees committee chairman no. Ono so ye Cote d'Ivoire ni a Cote d'Ivoire. Etika this is the time obeduru ho no bo say referee kala say eboni di Ghana no oba e kura tima be dey wa be performing and that's oba underperforming to be a mistakes 1 or 2 be onuma e wo ho no be interacting with the referees e mo be call many no this thing didn't happen dem ya fa obi a onye FIFA eduru ho no and the ekoba no eduru na chese say omudi inco system no eti akaba say few hours to the match no na chese say fourth referee no enya omu names no afei okiu ina names number and so no who say omunye FIFA referees try and omu say invitational tournament so they have to consider them on one match but eno emboa when you have your elite referees the FIFA referees are your elite referees and matches are most serious matches no you give those matches to them so when it comes to say your bomb matcher say kalakra na FIFA referee no ti kumase na say your bomb kumase matcher oh gidi on mu say kala di match na nobody will harass kala on the fie because when you say obey day obey fair am obey the baby but this is the time you yourself you don't have gidi or referees na ngasemo no say obi gira bonte no koka ebe na obi nka and it's there now buy for the past 3 years no oh yeah that is the task FA president dey man on because me ketaket wakabi say how kusha the court be or the Facebook or say appointing obi the job for the boys our island as a referees manager e dey no kasa because osho the line now draw na say that this is the time the FA president is giving you the mandate has given you the mandate say adwuma no na dey nsunso na dey ba referees na be 2 o 14 FIFA referees no e dey encouragement na dey ma obo so this is your eye when any say referees no so the FA president be so onka no say na me adum na ekowie fitness test ekoye bibia area onhunu say me nkofo ama pa omo no omo ne adnipa nipa ba be hwe omo ma madi dance say Ghanaian referees are good eno ne ade ehia jo me di twa to no se ba betena na say me ne new team e board no so a enya referee bi interesting ti dey ho
adamati ti visa
oh yes obi for say e ba ye no e bia if I said Newton and I say Andy and it's Calabaya no or person dem rana be defending no way because at the end no
to defend on for
that is
no more
of say bia obi do jo ukasa na boy oko Cote d'Ivoire
e be na oti bia na oba be ya no
no jo edru ba bia na people thought say because but technically you see go back to the board let's share the technical aspect of it because technical and your man handicap for that papala match no Odikai can say picture now you will never see papala on the lines and it won't mean synchronize the field of play with the cameras and to unya nemo yen search for baby at the last but one defender nature baby na player and surgeon and it on the arrow and my leg or the arrow to show 2 liner who baby as the referee na de akwa judge baby na ojina na wakwa hu say when the last defender. And these are the things I can. And it's about we are defending the technicalities and everything. And it's FA president I can one, Miss Reno, so charge you said the next Namaya Nadruna so Kobiemwa. On who say appointment no obia on the referee da no on share because who share the reviewer. The review is there to correct the mistakes of the referees. Ebasana eno na dia hunu na say referees the mo because I'm about review. Me na meti o the concept who technical man na odi akire na de no. Enya no na odi no na odi call reviewer review for ni busa no. Because me by Joe what my dear say me go park so this is what I should do. Me go do park so Cristiano Ronaldo the best player. Odru on emrane se so to den sabo obi a red card. Odru within 30 seconds. Oko na chia no atia player. Amra wan say na emrane se so share those one shadow mano. What catch them say me kwa say ni boy me manage game na in the end no metimi am a game na 30 seconds now Cristiano Ronaldo red card. Stadium na dey na dey buy. But what say me said there me use game understanding, football understanding. That's it. That's it. And it is
there's no Joe,
yes, Joe, yes. Because a review, there's no referee, retired referee. Review panel, no, there's no. I am telling you. And it is any panel, that's a metronom, that's a referee. You make a beer, I may challenge you, whatever you are telling me. But some all of them are technical people. They make a beer, no, make a baby catch and say, Eric, how can say that here? So these are the things we are begging the FA president. So opportunity be a banner on one scrutinizing on busa the backgrounds. No one say me wo some crofo and I'm doing my class. So in the end, no some of the report to be a bar.
All right. Me sure say omo ati ni nyina. Ma menye birthday wish we have a memorandum came na every other local stories how the Apostle Fred Kuma Boatin, founder, the Power of Anointing Ministry International, Columbus, Ohio, USA. We every oyere and then kwadani nyina ho oyere Martha Kuma Boatin and then kwadani nyina. God bless you so much. And the Apostle, yes, we wish you happy birthday. Tom Kruger, as you also wish you happy birthday. Sanso and Emmanuel Japan, Oko School, University of Ghana. All right, Winneba Art Education. I know the University of Ghana. I'm saying Winneba Art Education. Okay, we every junior brother Clinton also bempa. What remember na University of Ghana Winneba Art Education. Okay, later. But the here and say Emmanuel Japan and then your birthday Clinton so wish you happy birthday. I'm wrong.
You know, it's a club license in some more dear to Jay. So I'm betting me a dissuade any necessary ever hear more pa. Say Giari Yatria Snetty teams net your own new player. And the next is the best Ghana Premier League. Some bet me a diso dia. But you know, I'm bet me a diso. Because he didn't say, Samra we muneba hanyane. My clubs no chance to prepare. But day in, day out. But the Francis Trinity and natural. Your clubs no intimate your players neka. Your clubs no intimate your coaches neka. And it's a bet me a diso dia, and we are in for a season. But I'm sorry, I don't think we can. Because Ghana Premier League, you know, sika clubs ninyan it's clubs need omo personal sponsors. I bet me a bon moment to your players neka on time. Omo ni sika omo bet me to your coaches ka into your bosses na, you know. League One City is able league na we na 7 months omo to your players ka. 3 months now to into ya. Kin face a 4 months no omo to ya. Into when you na next season you be make sure say bibia be clean.
Training si ohu ni salary Nana Yura.
Kala.
It doesn't mean that United or Mutia. But a player catches who decided on the Yura Hodia. That is a Isapao. The name figure. Okay, they be a Samano.
Oh, Sassan.
Okay, maybe there's all the AB idea.
Because
this one is what the teams in the Yanika, you're training now. You know, so 300, 400. Obi salary, 8 meter, the 10 cow team.
That's
it. How do you? Obi salary, yes. Our club, Binyesa Bruchino, Ghana. Able to make 20 cracker. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Our premiership, Premiership in Ayabon. baako salary me twa nipa 20 ka or another team.
Yes, it's true.
You.
Yes.
Yes, me person we club.
Okay, as a medimani kofa. A local player of Hasselfolk. Oji Sikakesia. You know, how funny they are.
Coach Zebo nsem no. Onvo anu ntum kakra.
Jina, Coach Zebo nsem.
So no ane call for the pulling down if I'm free.
Jina, one say Coach Zebo nsem na so if you are me o ka pulling down there na kakra. Me am a preview to say me ni coach bi akoba bi. Na general coach no ba bi e kwa ona nko ana na dem. Ne nkrofo na ho ni nyina so wo na sesa ma coach ne koy. And yenim general yentimi hide ye ho. Ghana say wo kwa akoye adwuma ba bi na wo coach. Na okoto other technical bench no why you are do. Uchi ya coach pia busam. Say one fa nkrofo anko na akokoto omo ho na you won't survive. We yes selection you because catch a place ni be say me dey anka me abo na so coach na mpene.
Oh, they call for na 7 so ana.
Na 7 no kind. Me need any evidence to.
Then also you privy to know.
Also
you privy to be.
Me say.
E dey asema.
Coach be coach team be. When he called me, me man two he say one. Ada say ono an be ko. No obefa a young coach or trust wonimu. Na omo na ye adwuma no no technical director. Anaso ono no beje adwuma na ye no apam omom wo ho no. Di no okoye no. Okoye coach and offer other technical staff no what can ho. Eko wi ase coach ne da ne dem. Na nkrofo de placards aba ho se ye pam no. Emma eventually coach ne koy. Emma omo okoto omi no mda so team ni.
Next one na wo na say.
Exactly.
Is it true Coach Zebo is sending us and to FIFA for his unpaid salary? What can we have?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I was say almost in the 4 months into Odombeko. You know, you continue to Prosperity spend 8 months in Kotoko. Or kona 4 months Kotoko deneka.
And I feel a busa same way.
Yes. Coach Prosperity. Time was spending 8 months in Kotoko. Or Korona Kotoko deneka. Zebo Nsoko. After months, he is back. Ababe kachire se on so Kotoko deneka. Omo job do mekofa. So what you na now san beti yenya profit. Yeah, self-sufficient. Now, you know, it's interesting. Okay. But what can we say? The new chapter and I was Kotoko be no Mushema club no Koneni.
Glass Nawako. Awako salary can pay 50 Premier League players, not 20. Oh, Majesty Abba. Oh,
Majesty 50.
Majesty Abba.
50.
Okay. Andy is very, very right. You always have to go with your technical staff. Coach Sinnerson. And so they can say,
Coach, Black Queen's coach.
That's anyway.
Oh, come and say what's in there.
Okay. Okay, I don't trust these so-called football people. Ours are just like Cameroonians. They have Eto'o who is ready to help them, but they are against his what? Okay, because of vote. MC Malik anyway. Abba.
No, be busala na. Eto'o you know, person extended the tenure of office on Mfaso. That's the point. They are not saying okay.
Kala needs to do something about the Coles League matches. They don't have referees in their league matches. The supporters do the referee job, especially Techiman. Uncle Nuhu Gampeni, anyway free Tamale Station, Old Malcolm Road. Okay. Breaking news up next. The Munina say it was only 4 p.m. or Kessben television. So no me no 2 p.m. and I hear DJKA. Wouldn't do to me. And I must surprise and